I was gonna say, let me get my example, or actually, my example is it here? Where the hell did it go?
That's one way to do it.
That's one way to do it. I. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, pull my ear off. Hold on.
Let me pull this up real quick.
There they are. Okay, got them. All right.
Yep, there we go. Let's do this.
Okay. These are these are the ones that I made. Oh, I did a boo boo. There's no code on that one. Dude, why didn't you tell me? There's no code on that one. This one was the code from the last time we showed. Oh no, that's right. There's no code because this one was built 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and these two were built that night. Okay, so no big deal. That was the 31st, right? Weren't it? It was, right?
Is that tail like shredding?
What?
The
What are
top
you talking
one,
about?
the one on the keyboard.
No, I cut it that way.
That thing looks like it's falling apart.
It does. It's okay, kind of. It's a little bit near the base here, but all the rest of those, these, if you're seeing, if that's what you're talking about, that was intended. Actually, yeah, that was all intended. So it came out that way.
Okay.
I knew it was. I mean, I was trying to get it. This is one of those big folded tails, you see the slant on it, and
Ah, okay.
yeah, and the wing only allowed so much, so it looks a little rough on the edges because I didn't do a smooth cut. I kind of ripped it a little bit there. I believe some of this was done in the field. But what happened? What happened to it? I don't know why it's painted the way it is, as it were. I have no idea what the hell that is.
Yeah.
It's rather disappointing. But anyway, so wait, you're saying so okay, yours is not coming out like it just that's not the way you wanted it to come out?
Well, I mean, flight wise, no.
I'm sorry. I suppose we should say, "Hey, people, we're live. We started going, then we realized we should be covering this. So, hello, greetings, hi. This is Phil. That's NASA's. We were working these planes before, if you may remember from our previous show, and we're doing the show because we totally stupided out on Wednesday. So this is like a bonus show. Um, but these new slanted things that I kind of built with Spider, keeping some of Spider's tech in mind. He built one. He flew it indoors. It was great, but he took it outdoors and
Yeah, I took it out today. Finally, we got a day without rain. I mean, it's been raining like every day for the last like 3 weeks.
and it's been sunny here for every day like the last 3 weeks.
So yeah, so I took it out and like it kept doing this loop. Like it was almost like this loop. Like you would throw it and like I don't even. It would go. Literally, you throw it, it goes up, and then it banks, and then it dives to the ground.
So it hammerheads.
Yes, I couldn't even
Basically, it
think of it.
hammerheads.
Yes, yes,
Okay, because
because it gives just enough force to get you throw it, and I was throwing it like
this
different ways,
this
but
is
I was throwing it literally as hard as I could, and then I would
forgive
throw
me.
it.
This is so stupid on a picture of paper. Basically, you're saying if I'll try to do it for the camera, but you're standing here, you would throw it, it would go up, and then it would basically banana back down this way like that.
Can't see that.
You can't see. Well, I can't tell what you see because there's this big
I
white box in my way.
Yeah, and we see white.
Oh well, it's what.
I can't see that. Oh yeah, that. Um,
Basically, like I said, basically it's hammerheading. You're doing a hammerhead stall. It comes you get it up, it gets away from you, it gets high, but then it stalls out on it and basically breaks back down
See, it doesn't
towards
even.
you.
It doesn't even. No, it doesn't break down. See, it never stalls. That's the thing.
Oh, oh really?
It
Oh,
never stalls. It literally just is the same speed the whole time. It's like amazing. Like
so
the
it finishes the loop out on top.
yes, yeah.
Okay,
So
is
what?
it
What
is
I
it a
should
tight
say?
loop or is it a tight loop or a lazy loop?
That's a good question. Your definition between the two.
Well, a tight loop definitely is like you get it done in, say, I don't know, the space of 5 yards, 10 feet. So
Yes.
give or take a bit.
Yes.
Because
Exactly.
a lazy loop would be like huge. It'd be like pretty much finishing the whole thing, you know.
So it does literally, if you want to call it like a 180. So like from where I start, I throw it up at like a 45, I guess you could say, or even
Right?
more. Yeah, I would definitely say more. How do you
Yeah,
launch?
me too.
How do you? Yeah, when you launch them, yeah, you kind of crank on them.
Yeah, pretty much. I
Yeah,
mean, almost all of our planes are kind of like that.
yeah,
Trying to find ones that don't need that is the key.
yeah. So you crank on it, and it literally has all the speed all the way until it hits the ground. Like it doesn't lose speed
Okay.
because it literally just it goes up and then it literally just banks. Like it'll bank at like 15, 20 feet in the air
Hmm.
and then bank and then come like if it starts this way, if you throw it this way, it'll bank to the right and then come down.
Okay, so all right, so it's not in truth actually. Okay, it was disappointing for you, but it's not a bad flight overall because again, it didn't corkscrew or it didn't
No, it
bury its ass
flew.
into the ground.
Right, it flew. It didn't like not fly, I should say. But it didn't do
Right.
what I intended it to do. It didn't get the long flights out of it. Even trying to throw it straight, it it pulls up like it wants to, and
Because
then it
mine would
literally
do.
just banks right back into the ground with all the speed that you give it.
Okay, okay. So there's something. Um, my question on that would be, well, first of all, your slant. You're right. Your slant might be a little bit too extreme. But the other thing I was going to think of is how much weight did you get rid of in the nose?
A lot.
Is it like almost all gone? Like
No,
vert,
it's still
like
pretty heavy.
okay, because well, I was thinking because
Well, in the
mine
nose.
on this one that flew, the one that did fly good that I was describing to you, it did it did pretty much the same thing like yours is talking about, except it finished out the glide and went down range. You know, the
So
45,
so
50
it
yards out.
so
But
it
the
it
thing is,
banked up and then it glided.
it did yeah,
So you're
it
saying
did the
it
same
went
thing
up
like you
and then it turned and then it went straight.
yeah,
It
it almost did the hammerhead, and then it pulled itself out of it, and then glided down range. It's very phase like, really, except the
right.
phase usually will break itself over the top, not stall. I mean, again, I know you said it didn't stall. This one didn't stall either. It looped to go come back around and then glide out.
Right. That's what it looked like it intended to do, but mine just kept diving to the ground.
See, so yeah, so in other words, it still has the potential. I think it could either be.
It
Well,
could,
you must think so too.
yeah. I mean, I
It could,
do because it flew. It's not like it didn't fly. Because this one did the same thing a couple of times, and it depends on how you have it, like the wings and the anhedrals and stuff. So, like that
right.
makes a huge difference. Like I tried folding them straight, and it doesn't like it. So I kicked them out like it likes it, and it would do the kind of hammerhead thing, and then it would sometimes it would glide, sometimes it wouldn't.
Okay,
It's
so
just the consistency on
maybe
this one is not there to where I wanted it either. And you see, I still put the staple in the same, roughly the same
you're right.
spot.
I noticed. Yeah. So
So
maybe it is.
because
Maybe it
this is
is.
almost the exact same, even with a little bit less slant, as you can see.
Right.
The
Yeah, because we, like I said, we talked about the
because
slants. We talked about the sizes. Yours and mine were somewhat similar in areas.
because if you look at the two, let's see, I guess you could compare them this way. It's a good angle to compare those at.
That's pretty good as long as yeah you lay them flat butt up against. Yeah, that's pretty good.
So
Holy cow.
you see the
Yeah.
difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's much steeper of a slant than this one.
It has like no rudder.
So I'm wondering if I do at this point where I cut this nose off. I didn't bring scissors out for this exact reason. I didn't want to. I mean, I thought about it, but um, Like I wanted to try it without cutting it to see, if
Right.
this plane would do it.
Well,
Also,
if it's a slant, I mean, again, something we could work with.
oh, also I made that Delta Diamond anhedral a little bit different too. I made these
Well, yeah,
bigger.
remember you're supposed to slant those in, and they're not supposed to be oversized. Like this one on here, I can tell you this right off the bat. This second one, this is the third one I built, because these two we built that night. I built. Well, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. We built these two that night. This was built later on, but this one I built, and this one's got these extreme anhedrals. These are super long. It doesn't like these. This one
That's what I
sucks.
have on this one.
Okay. That I don't know about yours. This
Because
one sucks. This
well,
one does
because
not fly like
I'm
that
looking
one.
at it now. Look at where the tip of the Delta Diamond comes, and look at where the anhedral stop. Go creases.
Right.
Whereas you see this one is got it. We'll do it that way. You see that versus that.
Oh yeah. Like you're at the tip of the Delta Diamond with that
Yes,
one.
yes,
Whereas you've got a little bit of tip off of there.
yeah. And the one that you said in the middle that stinks is almost the exact same.
And those both of yours differ from mine because I don't have the Delta Diamond tip at all. It's on the anhedral. It's completely on the anhedral. I don't even have the Delta Diamond tip in the plan form. It's just the tip is on the anhedral itself.
Right.
And again, whether that has any bearing on it, I don't know. All I do know is, yeah, this bigger anhedral one freaking sucks. I'm going to take that one out probably right now and change it. But it does have more of your kind of fold towards the front on it. I was just trying that, see how much it could get away with. Obviously, it doesn't like that. So if you do have bigger anhedrals, that may be the case. I was just wondering how much weight, because if you're saying it came down as fast as it went up, that could very well be a weight issue.
But it's not heavy though. The weight of the
No,
plane is more centered. Like literally, like honestly, it might even be more towards the back.
then perhaps. I mean, then yeah, maybe.
I
Maybe.
mean,
Well,
I mean,
okay.
it's not.
Perhaps I
It's
shouldn't
not.
say that. Then
I mean, the
it
nose
would
isn't
almost.
as thick because it doesn't have all
It,
those folds. Like this one is very, very thick, all the way from almost here all the way back. Well, I should say
right.
here all the way to the tip.
Okay. Okay.
So from there forward, which is over like half the plane,
Okay.
because
So,
because
all right.
that triangle fold stops right here. The
Which is
first,
about halfway.
yeah, which is about halfway, and
About halfway.
then and
Okay.
then this is all super thick up here. But
That's
you
funny
but you got
because
to
then it
remember
makes
that this is a legal sheet folded in half.
right, because that's
So
basically that's
it's
a real spider.
yeah, this is a real one. Yeah, that one's. I mean, granted, the real spider was actually made out of the Chinese menu, which I don't have any Chinese menu paper. I need to go get some.
That still trips me out. You made it friggin' like I thought the original, like your first one, was legal, and then you just started making them bigger, and that's what got the Chinese menu. But I don't know.
No, I thought the the very very first one was made out of Chinese menu.
It could be.
It
Hey,
was either
that's
that
your
or it
company. I
was.
don't remember that exactly.
I don't remember. It's been so long.
I know the yellow one was
That
that
one
was
was
like
that was like legal-ish
that was a
side.
legal. No, that was a legal. Yeah, legal sheet. Either that or it was a regular sheet cut to be like a legal sheet, and that thing flew.
See, that's what I was thinking as well. Is like maybe making a version like that, and just did I do that with this? Was I starting that? I don't know. Is that what I was starting with this?
So, well, here's the thing. Like, I
No.
know I want to work. We're talking about working this thing, and still, like, you have chance. I need to build a spider. if it's okay with you, because I
I
want to
know.
build it.
I don't care. We'll
Okay,
just
and do the same kind of thing like
let me
we're
just
doing here.
hang on. Let me
But
just
is it well then?
pull up
Should
my
I be doing
sheet.
it with the Chinese menu paper, or should I be doing it with?
You know what? Yes, let's do that. Um,
But you don't have one.
well, I'm saying I don't, but you always got Chinese menu paper.
I got coffee menu paper, which is actually a stronger bond. I could probably use coffee news. I could probably use that.
Are you gonna make a spider out of that?
It's very. I would think it's possible, right? I can do it with that.
Okay. Let's. I mean,
You're gonna have to guide me through again, because this is gonna almost be a.
it's fairly simple.
It is. It is. I just don't want to mess it up
I
because
mean,
we're trying to find something out here.
let me pull up.
So guys, we're gonna walk you through a spider build here on today's show,
I
but only
need you.
because I'm trying to find out.
I need to pull up
Okay, well,
the
it's already
spreadsheet.
folded. Wait, is it folded the way it needs to be?
Um.
This is the first fold, right?
Yes. Yeah. It just needs to be even.
Okay. It already comes that way. Maybe I should ship you some coffee news.
Right. Find out how much
I
that'll
don't
be.
know. Actually, really, after feeling this thing, I don't know how much of a stronger bond it is versus
It sounds.
Chinese menu.
It sounds thicker.
It sounds thicker, but it's got to be like in micrograms. Let me see. Hold on one brief second. I'm going to take the headphones off. I got to get a Chinese menu. Well, they got to be light. I don't know how light. You can't measure paper in grams. I think you call it grams, but the truth of the matter is I don't think they really are grams.
So my question is, are we? Am I claiming this one as?
Oh my God, these are the coffee news and okay, Chinese menu is the same thing, same size. Okay, so it matters not. They're this exact same size.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
That solves that issue. Well, it
It's
just
just
doubles my input of Chinese menu paper or coffee news, and that way you don't have to worry about it too much, at least for paper size. It's just the bond.
yeah, the thickness of that. Yeah. So
But you oh, need scales.
so would you consider this one? Hang on, let me pull it up for you. This one right here that I built, kind of like the phases. Um, honestly, I mean, did you ever build phase out of a legal sheet?
Yeah. Wait, a legal sheet? No, I never did out of a legal sheet.
Okay, so technically,
That's
I,
not my point.
that's not your plane, because
That's not my point.
that's technically what I did.
Okay,
And
that's not my.
and the reason was behind that was to see the comparison of the Delta Diamond versus non-Delta Diamond.
Okay.
And
Well, fair enough.
they were
You're testing something.
yeah, they were fairly comparable, because when you look at the wingspan and you look at the size of the wing that it covers, it is a big difference.
Right.
You know,
Right. Yeah, I can see. Yeah,
the
it's
area
sizable.
that it's going to cover is drastic. So I was thinking that, oh, if I do that and it glides better that way, maybe I just find a way to modify it and make it a new plane or new design or whatever,
Yeah. Okay.
or just because I don't know if I would. I honestly don't know if I can call that a spider. The intent was there because that's what I wanted.
There you go with that intent again. That's up to you. I mean, if you want to take it that way, I think personally I would call that something else.
But it's so difficult.
Well, dude, you need more planes. It really.
Yeah, I mean,
You need some bombers. You need some trainers. You need some transports.
yeah, but this one ain't any good to do any of that anyways. This was literally just an experiment.
But if you upside, yeah, I know. Well, that's true. Okay, you're right. You're right. If you find it,
And it could be my center fold is too steep on this plane.
well, when we measured ours, the original one, which this is mine, the one that you saw, and
Yeah.
after you patterned yours, they were virtually identical, were they not?
They
A lot of their
were,
measurements were the same.
except that right there, that is not the same. That is not the same.
Well, I know that. Yeah, basically, yeah. Okay, yeah. Because I've
Because I try to give it as much wing as possible.
give me that. Well, that and that could be it. Maybe that's it. Something like OAE would teach you about, like has taught me about. Sometimes you need a deeper fuselage. Do away with some of that wing, because you you're it's like a glide to thrust ratio, which kind of makes no sense, but in a way it does because you don't need it to glide. If you make bigger wings, they're weaker wings. So if just deepening the fuselage makes a little less wing and a lot of different plane. It's goofy in a way, but it's true.
Okay. So with that in mind, this is now.
I need my ruler. I need a closer ruler. Hold on.
I don't remember what number I'm on.
Trusted metal here because I want to do these
32.
measurements. Sorry if this blinds you. So my rudder, I know we did this before. I'm doing this again. My rudder is okay, exactly a half inch. My rudder is exactly a half inch on that one, the one that works.
Design number 2. That's design 2.
Because that was
Dagnabbit. Okay, that just fell. That's no good.
that just fell. That's no bueno.
No bueno.
Okay.
So that's
So
3.
this
So
one,
this would be.
I just reduced the anhedral on the original one that flew well at the anhedral's base, which is the wingtip, was 3 1/4.
Oh, there we go. I got one right here.
I should just write the measurements on the plane, shouldn't I? Huh.
You know, I thought about that.
Everybody always, yeah, please keep that in mind. We're dealing with a paper airplane. Try to remember the first part of that. So, hey, if it does something good, if it does something bad, write on it. You can always write. It's like, hey, this anhedral likes to be folded in. This one likes to be folded out. Blah 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 blah. Keep the folds up. I have a few of mine now that I've written on that let me know that like this one likes the anhedrals closest to 90 degrees as possible. It's always nice to keep the notes. I mean, it's one thing to have a flight log, but it's another thing entirely to write it on the plane itself. You can do that. And the thing about these two is I don't know how yours came out also, but mine came out. There's like no curvature at all. They're like the wings, the anhedrals. There's like no. They're just perfectly. They're pretty straight,
Okay.
which means that just means it's getting its flight characteristics from like just our folds, the body itself. There's nothing influencing
27.
it. Just rather cool. Yeah, let me write this up here before I get any further out and forget like a douche canoodle. Um, I need something to write on. Why do I not have a? I'm the king of clipboards. Why do I not have a clipboard around here? That's not a clipboard. Where's my tool? That's not a tool. It's a damn brick. Why do I not have a? Ah! Okay, here we go again. Oh, there's one. Wait, where's that one?
26.
You know, ghetto here. He's a box cardboard piece. Here's a cardboard sheet for anybody that wants to cardboard your sheet.
27. Okay. All right.
You gonna start writing, or you gonna be a little biscuit? Okay, this was.
Actually, have them labeled now.
People, we can't stress that enough. Try to keep track of your planes because it helps out. Even if you only got his NDO1, I highly recommend actually, especially you, Mark, if you're going to be doing that. Like, if you get an experimental model that you finally like accept, don't write it where you would normally code it. Just write it somewhere close to where you would normally code it. That way you can block out the old code and revert to the new code.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, if you want to keep track,
Because
you'll make
look
the
at what I
time.
did with this one.
Oh, yeah, look at what you did with it. Well, then again, you could also just dedicate it to being a experimental model, so it really
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
you know what I'm saying? I think for this purpose, like for what I'm doing, like I would literally um I would label it as number 1, 2, whatever, but they would probably instantly get put away, and then I would start whatever number after testing, would be the ones that are actually active.
Right. What's
Because
today? Today's the
when you
ninth, right?
yes,
Okay.
because when you think about it, the concept planes and all the testing and all that stuff, they don't actually get used on active duty.
Yeah, you're right. For the most part, I mean, the funny thing is they used to, but we've gotten too serious.
Right. Yeah, I'm talking about nowadays. Like, I mean, they test, design, change, and do everything, and then once they have the final one, that last one might get used, but most of the time, it's been tested and beaten up,
Yeah.
to a degree that they say, hey,
Well, the thing
you
about it
know,
is, though, is sometimes with ours, because they're paper, we don't have that luxury. Like, you can only fold it so many times before the creases of the previous folds are going to screw it up. So it's like, okay, two folds, screw it, got to build another one because I want to try a different fold, you know? So two folds and you're already into another one, which is why we can kind of do that, especially if you find out after the second fold, you're like, oh, I don't like this one. I like the original better, you know?
well, yes, but I'm talking about as far as once you decide that this version or whatever is going to go and be the one, and
Right.
then you start replicating that version, then all the previous ones, yes, they helped you get to that point and they were part of that process. But I mean, you could technically start at number one all over again
Right.
if you really wanted to. Like, that's still
Like, well,
your
dude, a lot of times
choice.
I actually, yeah, a lot of times I end up using number one. Again, I mean, I now I begin to think it's tradition, just because of the old days when you was a kid. You know, the first plane you ever built, yeah, you used it. I mean, no, none of us were thinking about like, ooh, Air Force. But now it's even still. When I was at war, I think all of my planes got used. That's why I have no moths left. All of them were destroyed, every single one. I didn't save the first one, didn't save the last one, but
And you don't know how to build
first
them?
I could no, I can build a moth. Moths are so basic and stupid, but it's just like I'll never have the originals back. I have to build the next in line. Like, oh hey, speaking of like the ripped one, you see this thing? This banshee? This is a banshee. Look at that tail. There literally is barely like there's a little inch. This right here is the only thing holding that whole thing in place on both sides. It's not together. It's just this little half-inch piece of paper holding the tail. This is one of the better flying banshees that was out there yesterday.
That thing looks crazy.
And all that is just taking out some wing. I mean, okay, this is not a basic banshee because I added the spine, but the basic banshee is this. All I did was just take out some of that wing to create a tail. That's all it is. Just cut some of that out.
Yeah. So,
So anyway,
yeah, you wanted to build?
yeah, I want to build that. Let me build
As a
one of
matter
your
of
spiders here,
fact,
and then
let
turn it
me.
into these new things we're talking about here.
Did I have that right here?
Knowing full well the original was not a spider. It's just this is going to be.
Yeah.
And I can do it either out of coffee menu or Chinese paper, Chinese news. It's the same thing.
I mean, if you wanted to do two, you could.
I might end up doing that because once I figure it out, I might like alter it because chances are I'm gonna build your spider. Well, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna build your spider. I'm gonna do that cutoff because we're gonna make it like I said, like
Yep.
yours was.
So it might be beneficial to build two, one with the and one without the cut.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Just so
Yeah.
no, you're right. So I can have a basic
But
spider
but
here.
then again, you might need to build four because the coffee news might make the difference.
That's true too. That's true too. But okay. So all right. So I folded it in half. What I got to fold it in half again? Yes.
Yes, that way.
You have a tutorial on Spider Up, right?
Yes, that was like one of my second video, like second or third tutorials.
Yeah, I thought so. I could have
And
just
then I,
gone by it, but it's better to go live, people.
and then I always start the triangle folds uh, with the sheets that are um, this way.
This end.
Yeah, that in.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
because.
so
So I
you've never
put
done a collapse. You've never done a collapse fold on it. You've never like punched this inside to make a triangle.
no,
Okay.
no. I just
Okay.
do.
So
I do the standard that way.
okay. Oh, so you put a lot of tension on it right away, huh?
Yes.
Okay. And it goes all the way to the base, right?
I It has been, but I'm thinking about changing that as well
Okay.
because
Well, I'll stick to the
because
basics.
because this is because when you do the after you do the next two, you're
Yeah.
gonna the next fold is what after that is what stresses the plane.
Okay. Well, what stresses the plane is you now got like that trap pocket back there, so that's putting a lot of that's gonna I can tell already that's gonna put a lot of stress. And I'm dealing with the coffee news, buddy. Do
All right, so you do it again.
it again. Okay.
There you go. There's the back.
Okay. Oh my God.
You feel it?
I'm not even going to tell you what that Delta Diamond wants to do. Are you feeling me?
Do you
You remember
feel
that?
what the paper is doing?
You remember that commercial from back in the day when Ray Lewis was on the cover of EA Madden EA? That was the commercial. You feeling it?
Oh,
Are you feeling me? I don't even remember which one that was. People, what was that? 2001, 2003? Which one was Ray Lewis on the cover of?
I have no idea. The year he left.
Oh, it was a while ago. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Now.
okay.
Yep. Now you gotta flip it inside.
Yeah. Yeah, that's easy for you to say.
It's not.
Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna have to cheat.
Yeah.
I gotta take most of. This is the way I've learned how to do it recently, especially with javelins, because you fold a javelin now. You know how much pressure there is there too.
Yep.
You actually have to take your fold out, take all the folds off, and then refold the spine so it'll cooperate. Then put your folds back in, because that's the only way to take that
See,
kind of pressure off.
I haven't done that, so I might try to do that too.
Yeah,
Um,
I highly recommend that. It takes the pressure back out, so you can actually make the fold a little bit easier since it cooperates. Okay, yeah, that's much better.
I see the bubble though.
Well, yeah, but I'll take that. I'll take that out. That was because I took the folds completely out. I'll take that out.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Now what do we got?
No, it's just the slanted anhedrals and slanted fuselage. That I'll leave up to you. Um,
Well, I got to do it somewhat similar to how you do it, so I got to
wait.
make sure I've got something.
Okay, so for the,
I
I
mean,
mean,
you don't make them too outrageous, but
no,
you
but I slant them.
you definitely slant them.
Yeah, if you want,
It's too bad you don't have like 5 or 6 spiders. You can tell me an average.
yeah. So that's a
Okay, so like you do keep your delta diamond tip off the anhedral, so
yeah,
like so.
about like that.
I like that.
Yeah, because you're not folding it straight when you do that. When you take that
No,
and you kick it back
yeah.
like that, when you kick it off the edge, the leading edge or the
Okay, okay,
yeah
I'll do that.
whatever you want to call it. I can't think right now.
Well, in this case, you were thinking of here, so you could
Yeah,
say trailing edge for that
yeah,
matter.
trailing edge. That's what I was trying to think of, not leading edge.
Okay, that.
And then from there, You don't. I don't go all the way down to the tip to start the
Right.
wing. I've never done that, so um, and I would just do a slight slant from nose to rear
Okay.
and see
So some probably keep a little bit of the straight trailing edge on the wing, but
if
not a
if
lot.
if you actually want to think about it. Yeah, right where that gap is between those words,
Yeah.
right there, that's where I would stop it. So that
Okay.
would be the lowest point.
Put the lowest point there, and then make the highest point. Wow, that's still gonna be quite. So hold on, let me measure it for you before I make that fold. That's gonna end up being about 5/8. That's cool. Let's take well, yeah, that's 5/8. I'm sorry. About. That's exactly 5/8. That's cool. Like I said, I want to do this right. And I know it's an approximation, but if that sounds
See,
too big or too
I have
small,
mine at I have mine at 3/8.
wow, okay, that's substantially different.
And in the front of it is at
3/8. Jesus.
big now. I can't.
Okay,
A half.
so Pia. Okay, now hopefully you guys can see this because you can see that there. But see where my black line is? That would be 3/8.
Yeah, that's about right.
How about if I split the difference?
I would be okay with that. I mean, it might
Maybe
be.
put it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it right here, a little closer to the spacing. Okay, that's where it's gonna go. I just get a feeling about it. That's all. I mean, you're a bird, but I know, like I said, they're not. They're fingerprints. They're all different. Okay, so that's gonna be that one, and then the front. Now the front, a little bit trickier. You said a gentle slant.
Yeah, I started literally like it's a it's a half inch. You see what I'm saying? So this right here is a half inch tall.
Okay, but that's a smaller version, right?
No, this is full size.
Is
Or
it?
I should
Oh,
say,
okay.
yeah, this is the legal sheet.
Okay, well, that's gonna make a little bit of a difference because even where I'm putting mine, I've already got that half inch covered. So I can't put it a half inch up there, or else I might actually be that'll either be straight or slightly down. I'm gonna have to kick out the front a little bit more than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, so yeah, it's supposed to slant down to the back.
Oh, no, it'll slant down to the front if I do it that way. Because I've
Oh
got
yeah, yeah, yeah. You
where
don't
I
want
put
that.
where I put that line, that's over a half inch. That's like,
So
Jesus, where am I at?
maybe that's the issue I'm having is that the Chinese menu is much bigger.
It could be.
So
Yeah,
do you see
I
where
gotta do like,
his
how about 3/4?
keep
This is
going,
where three.
keep going,
This
keep going.
towards the nose,
Yeah, right there.
right there.
Maybe actually a little more.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Actually, you see where it's hard to
I know. I
keep
know.
keep going. Little bit, little bit, little bit more, little more.
There.
I think right in there. What's that at?
That is. That's really damn close to 5/8. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's 5/8. Just, as Dalton would say, a tick over 5/8.
Because that's gonna give it a lot of wing.
That will give it. Yeah, that will give it a bit.
But
Okay.
that's about where I would
Okay.
put it.
All right. That's about where you'd put it. Okay.
Just
Now I'm
because I
gonna
mean
do it now.
it has such a drastic nose on it. Like it's not something that like it
Right.
is.
And I know this can't like you don't do this every time you make these. So it's not like you're getting an exact. I'm the one that's got to do it because I'm trying to do it like your way. So
Right, yeah. I'm just trying to look at the paper and then look at where I would normally end it and say, yeah, I would put it there on that plane.
right. Okay, this is at the S. It's a lot worse for me because I'm just trying to match it up. I mean, again, if I was literally just trying to build it on a fly, oh, hopefully you people understand. I would definitely not be going this technical with it. But this is because we're trying to do a test here, so the test is important, which means the plane's got to be as identical, or at least as close to the original builder's plan. Oh, you could definitely appreciate this. Where's my freaking S? Good God, it's that far down?
Yeah.
I'm never gonna get this. Maybe I'll fold the nose first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I always start with the nose.
that's the easy part.
And then once you do that, you kind of start to put that angle in it, and then it wants to go. Now you're just cheating.
I'm cheating, but like I said, you don't. I don't have the luxury. If we're just winging it, I don't have to do all this crap. But I'm trying to get it right, so. Okay. There, I got my slant.
Yeah, the next one will be pretty easy.
Oh my God. Those anhedrals now look huge. Even though
Right.
they're not, they look huge.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So. And this thing is a giant poof ball. Mostly because he made me put the folds of the Delta Diamond. So it's not bad. That could just be a problem when you get into try to fly it, because if you have that much pooch coming out, that's going to affect your wing. Yeah, that does look like a spider. There could be no denying that. Yes, I've seen this thing fly before. This is a pretty good bird. Definitely one of NASA's best.
Well, see, what had happened was.
Good God, look at that thing. Okay, everything on it is like super straight. Like good God, the wings are straight. The anhedrals are. I mean, like,
Yeah,
can you see that?
Yeah, that's definitely not it. You got to kick that stuff out.
Okay.
I mean,
Because, dude,
that'll come with testing, but I'm almost positive that's not gonna fly like that.
Do you Okay, so what do you do with it? Do you are your anhedrals closer to 45 degrees, 90 degrees?
So I would say,
Are your wings up? Are they perfectly straight? Dude, this thing is, look at this. It's keeping the anhedrals are keeping the fuselage from touching the ground.
yes,
Okay.
yes, kind of. So when you look at it,
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, yours are up. Yours are up slightly.
yep, and
Okay.
these are not straight either.
Okay, they're slightly out, which
Yeah,
is like the phase lights it.
yes,
So basically, actually, it's just the wings kicking out to kick the anhedrals out, because you don't have to fold them. They're following the pattern. If the wings come up, they kick out.
uh, yeah, but sometimes I still have to kick them out a little bit,
Okay. Well, like you said,
just because
that
they're
could come
so
with
big.
testing.
Yeah, just because
Yeah.
they're so big. When you do that,
Okay.
like actually, that would probably be more like, the actual. Oh, come on, I'm
This is a
trying to get the right
dude.
angle. There they go.
This is a V1.
Yes.
Man, you started with the fighter bomber, because like the if you built
Well,
it on a legal paper, that wasn't the mini one. The mini one was taking like a regular sheet of like A4 worksheet paper and then cutting it to legal sheet, right?
I think so. But
Because legal sheet,
I think that was the original.
because like,
I honestly think that was the original.
well, I mean, this is big enough to be a fighter bomber. This is like FB phase
See, I
size.
wonder if this was the original though.
And okay,
We might have to look. We might have to look at the dimensions because remember we took the dimensions.
well, also I can just where's your sheets are right there, right?
Yeah, I got them. I got.
You got the installations. You should have the
Uh,
installations, yes.
yeah. Let me go. Let me go back here.
Just check and see where on the breakdown Go to the breakdown sheet. Yeah,
Breakdown.
and then see where yours are stationed. Right there, right there. There's V4 and V3 right there.
I'm
Okay, see
losing.
V3 is your fighter bomber there at Cherry Point, and V4 is the medium bomber. So the fighter bomber V3 must be bigger, which means it's three. So this one was later. V1 must have been the original size. V2 was that midget.
Yes, V2 was the small one.
Yeah. So V3, yeah, V3 is this, which means it must have came later, because it's three,
Yeah, 3 and 4 are bombers.
big and bigger. Yeah, fighter bomber and medium bomber. Because yeah,
Okay,
you see, you got it right. Yeah.
yeah, so that one is probably which one is that? Well, where are the dimensions at?
The aircraft sheet.
Oh, what the? That's not what I wanted.
Not that page.
Uh, no, that's not what I wanted.
It's in there somewhere. Should be in there. I think it's right there actually. Down on the left. Yeah, aircraft. There it is.
Oh yeah,
That's the one.
they keep changing the look of this stuff. All right, so let's.
Getting to the late '90s here. There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Spider, come on, where are you at? There's Spider V2 and 3. There's Spider
V1.
V1. There you go. Okay. Dimensions is the next tab.
Okay,
No,
so,
no,
yeah,
down,
no,
down the back. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Okay. Please tell me it's got to be in here.
should have it in alphabetical order on this one, right? Yep.
There you go. Yes.
Length 8 inches long.
Okay. Yeah. So definitely not this, because this thing, and I'm sure we measured from tip to tip, that's 9 3/4.
And we don't have the.
Yeah, we never put them up. You never measured those. Although we could take those measurements right now, ironically.
But which one is that?
Okay, this is the V3, dude. It's got to be the V3.
Yeah,
Because it's your fighter bomber.
Yeah, I
Although,
think that
because
is.
you made the V4 out of the calendar, desk
Oh,
calendar.
I totally did.
Yeah. So that
That's right.
means, yeah, like I said, legal paper for V1, regular paper for V2, Chinese menu for V3, calendar paper for V4.
Oh, I totally did. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Maybe that's why the yellow one was so good.
Because it was legal paper?
No, no, I think it was some sort of Chinese menu size.
Really?
No, no, it was small.
Yeah, it was small. I
It was
remember
like
that
it
much.
was like this. It was like this.
Right?
It looked like this.
Yeah, it was small.
You know what my problem is?
But it wasn't a midget. It was not the small one.
Right. It wasn't the
Because
mic.
the midget was
Yeah,
the
it
midget
wasn't.
was
It wasn't.
small.
Yeah, it was like this size, like length,
Yeah,
like this length, is what that one was. No, you know
right.
what I think my problem is? I've gotten better at folding.
Well, yeah. You've gotten quite better at bowling.
So my folds are a lot more crisp. They're that those leading edges on the wings were not straight, like sharp.
I mean, because looking at the one in our homepage thing that we've taken the shot of, I think that's a V4 because that looks like a calendar.
No, that's Chinese menu.
Is that Chinese menu?
That's Chinese menu.
You can make me take a look at my Oh, that's right. I can't because my drive's destroyed.
I don't know what you did over there. Would you have it laying on your desk?
Yeah, it's an external drive. I just had it sitting out here because up until this point, I had no reason to worry about it.
Well, you had the cat.
Well, yeah, and up until that point, again, there was no reason to worry about it. Don't worry, I'll get it pulled off. It's gonna cost an arm and a leg, and I gotta go to a clean room, but I'll get it pulled off. I mean, dude, I can just hold it up in my ear and hear that it's not functioning properly. So yeah, it's dead.
What, did the cat sit on it?
No, I said like the cat, like you can't see it, but above your head here, there's a shelf, and it runs all the way to the back wall. and it has various things on it. Well, the one that's directly above the computer has all of my Force One airplanes on it, the metal die-cast metal planes.
Yep, yep, yep.
He tried jumping up on there, and it's not tacked to the wall, so it fell down. They all collapsed like right here. There's actually dent. You can't see that. Maybe you can see this. These right here. Can you see this?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, wait. I can fix that. Now you can. I'm gonna aim it a little bit more down because I think it slipped up. But right here,
Yep.
these are dents that those planes made when they hit
Well,
because
they
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 crashed.
they can't see that because it's cropped.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll, I'll show you the end result of what happened, people. Yeah, these are dents that the planes made when they landed, so they hit pretty damn hard. The drive was right here. Okay, that's out of sight, but it's just forward. And yeah, it took direct hits, probably multiple, by things that this is how I wrote it up because I already wrote the dudes about seeing about getting it fixed, and I was like, it probably took multiple hits by things that weigh equal to somewhere equal to it, so it's probably toast. And again, by the testing, by like listening to it, I've heard it and like yeah, because you can hear there's nothing moving in there like there's supposed to be. It's not dented or anything. Doesn't look damaged, but it's toast. And that only had everything on it. So
Please tell me you had a backup.
I've got some backups, but not like what that's got because that was the backup. But I do have.
You
I
can't
mean,
you can't do
I've got.
that.
Well, no, I've got pieces of this, that, and the other thing everywhere, so it's not altogether a loss. But again, when
What
you get
size is that hard drive?
1 tera,
And how full do you have it?
oh Jesus, maybe 200, maybe.
Here's what we could do
I'm pretty sure there's less
is
than that on there.
is I wonder if I could set up a yeah, I wonder. You could always just send copies to me cuz I have well, let's look at the yeah, I've got a 4 terabyte drive
Yeah,
that I use.
yeah, yeah. Okay, I can give you. Yeah, I
You
can give
know,
you.
you know what I'm
Oh
saying
man,
for the future.
our trend. Yeah, that's cool. As long as you got. Yeah, you keep a space there. Yeah, I can do that.
Actually, I need to clean up some of this too.
But you um, our transfer is gonna take a little bit of a while.
I need to get rid of this too.
Okay, so am I? Speaking of that, am I numbering this thing? I'm numbering this thing, right?
Yeah.
What is this? Did you build one while I built one, or
No.
did you just have that one ready? You had that one ready. Okay. So this is. Oh, that's right. That's why you opened the sheets to begin with, so you know which one I was building. Jesus Christ, I should have just used a marker. Give me a marker. Hey, where's my Sharpie, dude? Bring back my Sharpie, dude. You know, I haven't taped it yet. I suppose I could just unfold it and write. Duh. Yeah, that's beautiful. AG0919. Okay, and what number is this, sir?
That one is number 28.
Oh my god. You really have 28 spiders?
You hush.
Basically your best airplane. You got 28 of them, and I've got one of them.
You hush. Where's the Where is the color?
Color,
There it is. There.
color.
Bam.
All right.
All right.
I have number 28. Okay. So this thing fly. Well, if this
Yeah.
flies the way it's advertised, this should be. Oh yeah, tape. I got a little bit of a tape around there. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Just
I
tape?
put like 1, 2 pieces.
Or am I putting the staple in for our new experiment here?
Yeah. Yeah. And it goes right underneath
Right.
the thing. Yeah. You know where it goes.
Okay.
But I also put tape on it.
Oh, sure you do.
Um.
I'm not going to do that. This is coffee news. I don't think I want to do that quite yet. I'll fly it this way first. Then I'll see if it requires tape. Man. Okay. Dude, this is a heavy bird.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think that's what half the problem is that it is so heavy when you fold it like that.
Holy cow. Yeah, the wings. The wings done. Oh, I need to recorrect my camera now. My bad, people. I was going to try and make you drunk. These wings are really kicked up now.
Yeah.
Okay. So this thing should
Yeah.
fly
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, you have to force it down a little bit with that staple in it to kind of
Yeah.
not get it kicked up so much.
Okay.
But then again, it might like it. But I tried kicking them up, and yeah, that didn't do too well.
Man, this thing is a demon. Okay. All right. So, okay. So, all right. I know how to do. Okay. With that one, I know how to do the basic one. So then, basically, I'm just. Can I say that word anymore? I use that one. I build that again, and then I'm just going to do my cuts and get rid of that nose and do the slant like on our other bird that we were doing. And I can see why this is going to change because, well, I know this is coffee news and it's coffee news, so the bond and the paper is bigger, so it's going to drastically reduce the weight because like you pointed out, the weight is a little bit more evenly distributed on this plane. There's really no, like on these, when I did this, that cut like almost all the weight out. Like it's almost all gone. There's this fold here to the halfway point, and then that's it. This took out so much of it. Whereas if you do that on Spider, it's not really going to affect it at all.
Right. It actually takes out just the nose.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I think that's why. I mean, granted, it might work, but
it might work.
I
Maybe,
I,
maybe,
I couldn't get it to work.
uh, maybe that could be the problem then, though, because the Spider makes use of like your weight is so evenly distributed. If you do something like that, although even we're adding the staple, but that might upset the balance, which could explain why it flew the way it did. Because this thing is
No,
very
because
well
this one
balanced.
this one didn't have the problem. The one with the nose did not have the problem.
Oh,
Well,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
with the
Well,
nose and the staple and the tape, it did not have the problem.
hmm. That's amazing considering, like I said, this thing is extremely well balanced. Which my plane
Yes,
is well
yes, it
balanced.
is. I mean, the the problem I'm having is that if you cut that out,
God damn, your CG is so far back. Yeah, that could be the problem on a regular spider because, like, I know you can't really. Yeah, you can. You see that?
nope,
That's approximately
can't
where the
see,
CG is.
can't see that.
Oh, oh my God! I'm sorry, people. I kicked the camera too far down. There we go. My bad. So it's like back here, which is
Yeah,
crazy. Because like most of mine, it's up there.
yeah,
Okay, so then you take out that weight, then you're going to shift the center of gravity back here. Yeah, okay, I see that.
see what I'm saying?
Uh huh. Yeah. In other words,
You're pushing the weight further back, which is what I was saying is that the front doesn't feel light. I mean, it's thick up here, but
Okay,
it's so much thicker like back here.
you're gonna love the suggestion then. Then I think you should put two more staples in it.
In that one?
In the one, yeah, and the one that wasn't working as good because of the weight cutoff. Or I mean, here's the thing: if you build a spider with this, like cutting this nose out like I did, I think there should be two more staples in it to counteract the fact that the weight is lost. And I think they should be put right in there in the leading edge of the wing, right at the tip, right at the root.
In the wing?
Yeah, because you can't overload the nose. I mean, okay, you could, but what's the point? But if you put them all clustered together in that tight spot,
How in the world do you
it
expect me to?
just cut, just. I'm not gonna do it to this one, but for example, yeah, I'm just gonna just put them on the wings, like right there. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not that easy.
it's that easy. You're
It's
gonna have
not.
to unfold it a little bit, but yeah.
No, I'm not unfolding this thing. I'm not. You know how I feel about unfolding planes.
Probably not as good as you feel about crushing them, but yeah.
You're killing me.
Well, we gotta restore your balance. We're here to restore balance. Yeah, I'm getting a little Godzilla on you. That makes me anxious to do that. It makes me anxious to do that with this one right away. God, this thing's heavy. Ooh, I heard that.
Ooh, that was not good. Ooh, that was not good.
What are you doing? Got the camera back right? Okay, good. You guys see it. That's good. That's all I cared about. Man, dude, you're like when you staple, it sounds heavy duty to the
Well, you got to punch through all this weight.
the
So like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
that's
was a
right.
little
Yeah.
further back, but I tried
That qualifies.
I,
Yeah,
try, I
because
tried to get them as close as possible.
it's clustered enough. That works out. So, okay, that could work better, but again, still, we might need to get you like
You didn't hear that.
maybe I did not hear that.
I put another one in the nose. Put it right there.
Okay, I don't think it could hurt.
Now you like his face? He's kind of got a spark.
Oh Lord, help me.
Oh,
That might
I've
break.
never
That
put
might
that
break.
many staples in a plane.
That's four. Yeah, I know. That's pretty.
I barely put one in a plane.
But
Let
now,
alone
okay.
four.
Where's your center of gravity now that you did that? Did it drift closer to the front? I mean, it should have. You just added three more staples. If it didn't, you could take the three staples out and put a penny up there for crying out loud. Or go full paperclip. You don't want to go full paperclip, man. You just don't want to go full paperclip.
Yeah, I think it's more. I think it's definitely pushed forward more.
Well, the beauty of it though is you can
It's
always remove those.
it's
So
still
if
it's still not where I would hold it though.
no,
It's still kind of back towards the 6. It's literally back towards the 6,
where would you hold it?
like up here by the end,
Okay.
like in front of the end.
Hmm. Man, we cut off that much weight?
That's where I would
That's
hold it,
crazy.
but the 6 is the center of gravity.
Yeah. That's freaking crazy. Huh. Okay. Well, I mean,
And then
either way.
and then let's just say, for instance, with this one, it's about where the 0 is.
Okay, so that's yeah, a little bit better, a little bit more towards where you were talking about, right?
Yep.
Where you would hold it. Where you would hold it.
Well, yeah, but I'd still hold this one like up here, like further forward. Actually, yeah, I'd hold this one about the end as well. I still hold it right, like right here, and the weight is like right here.
Man, yeah, center of gravity is like right by the front of the anhedrals.
Yes, correct.
Which is about ideally, I think that means you should probably have the ideal plane because it's like a perfect balance. This is your keel. The fuselage is 8.5. This mine right now, 8.5 inches long. Okay, no, no, it's further back than that. You're right though. That puts the weight further back. If it is there, it's like 5.25. Wow, that's pretty deep. That is pretty deep.
But how do you? I mean,
Well, considering, here's the trick though. You have created, you like the Raptor. We were talking about the Raptor. Your new Raptor and the way it looks like the F-22, right?
yep.
You've created the balance because, okay, I was measuring to, the rudder, the fuselage length. The thing is yours goes beyond that with the addition of the Delta Diamonds, which also add because it's more wing area, and those things add another. Holy crap! They start there, so that's almost another inch and a half,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's the key.
From the rear of the plane.
Yeah, that's the key because you notice something about the Raptor, how the tailplanes are so far back behind the exhaust, like they are the last things on the plane.
Yes.
This is something where new design philosophies in aircraft have come. If you notice planes like the F-15, the F-16, or especially the F-16, the F-18, usually the engine is the last part of the plane, but we've been finding out more and more how more maneuverable birds have the tailplanes further and further back. The engine is not the furthest thing in the back. That's why you see, like, look, F-18's tailplanes are further back. The F-22s are way back there. So is the F-35. Yeah, and this is essentially that same thing. It's like your engine stops at 8.5, but your wing keeps going almost a 10. So that's where that makes up for it because you got a lot of wing area back behind your rudder. That's what makes this thing a beauty.
Yeah, but it also doesn't fly.
Well,
I mean,
what?
it hasn't.
Spiders flown?
Okay, it has, but the problem
Okay,
is
it's
it
been a
hasn't
while.
flown in the past decade.
Okay, well, get it back. You've only built 28. That's part of the problem. If you built as many spiders as you built Thunderbolts, you might actually have something.
You hush your mouth. But there's not really a whole lot of tech you can. I mean, there probably is, but
Don't get me started.
you.
Don't get me started. I can. Oh my god, dude. See, the thing is I can consider all the tech that I've ever put on any of my Delta Diamonds, which admittingly is mostly Javelin because it's the true Delta Diamond. I mean, I've got Nova too, but Nova has a canard built in, so it's a little different. But anything I've given Javelin, I could give to Spider, and chances are it should probably work better because Spider's a glider, Javelin is not. I mean, all I'm doing with Javelin is just trying to test things to see what can make it fly straighter,
All right.
and you know, so this thing, what can help it glide? Oh, dude, I can think of so many things. You did an awesome job making it double papered, which is the bonus because anything you do to the wing area, for example, doesn't affect the wing. The wing will still exist. If you put any strake, any fin on top of it, as long as you just cut the upper sheet, you're not affecting the bottom wing. So nothing carries through. So anything you do, you can do on the top. Granted, that doesn't affect lift, but
No, but I was thinking about something, and yeah, I was thinking something.
oh, were you? Were you now? See, I mean, conversely speaking, it's the same way on the averse side. You could put strakes down here. You could put additional fins down here, and it doesn't affect the wing because it's dual papered and it doesn't carry through.
Yeah,
So there's a lot of bonus to this.
I'll be back in just a little bit. Uh,
Okay,
I gotta get some stuff, and then I'll be back.
and he'll be back. Which way did he go? What stuff are you getting? I think he has an idea. Okay, so I'm thinking with this plane in particular. Ooh, I don't know. It's got yeah, Spider's got so much potential, dude. You've got to do something with this. I trying to work with these little things. Like, what am I going to do with these? Like, why did this one suck so bad? Actually, okay, I take it back. This one might not suck as bad anymore because look at what we have here. I made their anhedral was pretty much the same. This one wasn't as good either. But then again, this one, oh, oh yeah, this one has bigger anhedral. Plus, I don't think I made the wings as slanted as I did the other time. Whatever that spider thing is crucial. Like the downward slope, inward slope, whatever that is very important to how these things fly. But I think like the difference in our birds, the natural difference is of course that trailing edge, his delta diamond versus my delta diamond. Like mine being on the anhedral, his being on the wing. These are obviously not spiders. The only thing I did with them was that fuselage, those folds. So I got to work with these. If they keep flying like that first one, it's something really cool. But if it's something like the last one, I'll burn it. And then we have his. Now, I don't know if I have. Yeah! Yeah. Whoa. Oh. Yeah, Russia invaded the Ukraine, took Crimea back. So, of course, that all depends. Yeah, she could be using it to her advantage. It depends on all where she was in the Ukraine. I mean, because updates people. It was, but we missed Wednesday. Actually, that's kind of what this is supposed to be. I still need to get you to make me a nice little flaggy back there so when the camera is yeah. Terrorists. Hello, Akbar. I sure hope the Department of Homeland Security isn't watching this. Hi, guys. Bomb. Bombing, yo. Yeah, guys, we're sorry. I don't know if we're live or not, but if we are, that was funny. We've been so serious this time. We've been doing so good, and now we sucked it all up. Ah, uh, the Almond Joy phone just rang. You've seen it? It's a commercial with the dude getting a coconut, and then yeah, exactamundo. Sometimes you. I'm not gonna finish it because you know what I'm saying. Anywho, it's funny how sometimes in certain situations you do this crap. You build these planes. You've come a long way in the paper airplane world or whatever world it is. We're using that, of course, because well, this is what we're in. Um, and like your head just goes right out the window. Like this is the kind of thing you did back in grade school, and then you start building, and then you get better, and then you realize what you were doing wrong all that time. So you fix it. You come up with all these cool things. And the funny thing is here's the thing that I've thought about, like the phases. Like, dude, phases have gotten better in their production quality, but I don't exactly know if that actually has helped their flight quality because they were good before I was good at as good as folding. So it makes me wonder if like we're like overthinking and overfolding and overkilling the whole thing. I don't. Maybe. I just don't know. Ah, you got me this. Okay. This is what I was talking about though. It's like you don't fold. Like, why would you fold innies when you can fold outies? So I've been spending all these years. Oh, like you spend all these years first folding like a doofus. Pretty much how Mark thinks he's been folding over at NASA's. And then like you get better because you realize, okay, if you take these, you want to make them perfectly symmetrical. Learn symmetry. Okay, you want them to be the same. Fold it out to in instead of in to out, and your plane comes to you. Well, here I am, and screwing it up because doing exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. This is example if you're watching this, how to not, because I don't know if you can't really tell. They don't line up. They don't line up because I was an idiot. I could correct that with a cut, but why would I do that? Nobody should have to correct with a cut. I suppose I could. Oh my god. I guess. Yeah. And I did not miss. Originally, regularly scheduled goofilosity. Okay. I won't mess this up. Okay, I'll try not to mess this up. Done a pretty good job at this point, messing it up. So I've got to recover it as much as I can. Now, the thing about this plane is I don't really know if do I have room enough for another bird. I mean, sure, I could use it, but what am I going to use it for? I've still got four others in testing that I don't know what I'm going to do with.
And what do you talk? What are you talking about?
This thing that we've been doing, the thing we've been doing, and
Sorry, sorry. I had to go get this.
Did you leave me live?
Huh?
Did you leave me live?
Yeah.
Okay, I was hoping I wasn't talking to dead air. Like I give a crap. Anyway.
No. I left it going. I just muted my end.
Okay. See, no, I was explaining to him how it's funny that, like, okay, when you first start doing if you're doing this kind of thing, you fold them like a kid, right? And you fold, and you realize all the mistakes you made folding, like, my folds are never even, and blah, blah, blah. You know this, you live this, I've lived this. But, like, so you figure out ways to improve, and you've had a crash course because you've been around me. But like you got different folding techniques quicker. Whether you used them or not, that's up to you. But like I realized, I don't know how many phases I went through. I'm saying the first at least 250, we'll say, before I refined the technique. And it's like, okay, the newer phases probably have better production quality, but I don't know if better production quality equates out to better flight quality because they flew just fine before.
Right, and that's what I was saying. Is like that yellow one that I built.
Yeah.
It was the quality was not there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, are we overthinking it too much? Do we put too much into them that we like try to make sure everything's equal, and before it didn't matter, and they still flew good?
I mean,
I don't know.
it's possible.
I mean, I do go back with retro. I just say that too because I totally did. I totally screwed this one up by folding this. I went in the out, which of course is the way you should learn not to do it. If you've learned how to fold, you should go out to in. That way, all your folds are symmetrical. But then again, like we just said, it's like you almost kind of have to devolve. I mean, if your planes were good, why screw them up? Why fix what's not broken?
Because you just get better at.
But is it truly better? I mean, like what did I gain? An extra maybe yard, 5 yards out of the flights? I don't think so. I don't think it's reflected in their flights. But then again, I've also changed the design of the bird. So, and what I need to do is build some classic birds and see if they fly with the new production techniques.
Okay.
So, what did he go and grab? He just grabbed paper, didn't you?
I grabbed more than that.
Oh, okay. Kinky. He grabbed more than that. I should have. I apologize to you folks. I should have actually been doing a better video digest of the two major exercises I just held to get all the javelins and all the Banshees airborne, and because I normally do let you see that, but it was not meant to be. The Banshees were a pleasant surprise. They did outstanding, including the 20-year-olds, which I pointed out to Mark. As a matter of fact, is like one of those was made with his old school assignment, and was built at Raintree, 2001.
Man, it's been that long.
Oh yeah, man! Remember Banshee was the new kid on the block. You were around for when Banshee became the new kid on the block, and now it's 20 years old.
It's been that long.
It's going on 20 years old. Yeah, I'm ashamed of myself for that one because, again, there's only like 60 Banshees. It's pretty bad for a 20-year run. I'm
Well,
saying this
mine
to
are
the guy.
mine are.
I was just gonna say I'm saying this to the guy who has Spider for about that long and is only working on number 29. But OAE, I know you could relate because you seem to build like one or two and then move on to the next one. I mean, sure, you've got 500, but they're all different. It's just a matter of what you do, how you build, and oh my God, I've got to cut this. How the hell am I going to cut this? Painfully, slowly. I want
Building
this one.
for me and building for the camera is two different things.
It's true. Yeah, it is true. You kind of gotta shut that off and just like, okay, you build for you. You gotta worry about yours. I mean, this isn't a tutorial. This is you building something. I mean, we're not teaching people how to build these. They can follow along if they want, but you guys are pretty much on your own. That's what pause and wind is for. Ooh, my pants too tight. Oh yeah, you know that's right. I got bronchitis.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Go, go through all of our classic spiels about exactly who sponsors what and who sponsors who, and come up with it's all good. And Bradley Electrical. I wonder if that's still a thing down there.
We could always research it.
Yeah, thanks to you for that one because I never actually got a chance to see that. But you introduced it to the crowd. Now it's came to be in common use. I'll just cut a little bit too much nose off.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, if I'm allowed to play with Spider, I'm gonna come up with a whole bunch of stuff. But I'm not going to because it's up to you to. Oh man, I made the end too big again. I can already tell. But it looks like I made the wings a little bit more broader, so this could turn out to be okay. Okay, here's number 4.
Which one? What are you? How many?
Oh my god, that thing flies.
Is that Spider or is that?
Okay, it might be a little too large. Sorry guys, I'm back.
Is that
I had to fly
Spider
it.
or what is that?
No, this is one of the new ones, so it's not spider-like almost at all. Like I said, it just like we said, it just borrows your spider slopes. Spider slope, spider slope. I think I made the anhedrals too big. I think the plane is too straight. Is that possible? Okay, so
That does make a difference when you take out that crease, and then refold it.
yeah, it
Oh,
makes it so much easier. But you do have to really unfold to get to it, but it makes it so much easier.
yeah. Like I totally did.
See? Yeah, I mean, that just works. Okay, that's.
Okay, so let's do
I
that.
don't know if I like. I don't know if I like anhedrals that small. Oh my god, they're huge. Okay, they're not that big. See, when your plane is already only about 6 inches long, a quarter of an inch makes a hell of a lot of a difference. And that's the thing is, these anhedrals are a quarter of an inch bigger than the ones on the original, which so far is the only one that flies good.
Oh, okay.
Screw it.
Okay.
I'm leaving it alone. I'm
All
leaving it
right.
alone. It's going to stay like this.
I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do what I was gonna do.
I think also what's turning out to be a crucial difference in his and mine really is the position of those Delta Diamond tips. That's way more that like it's something small and you don't really think about it, but it really does make quite of a difference because it just alters like on his planes on Spider here, that actually becomes like a flap. Like you set those up or down and it's going to control the pitch of the aircraft. If you put those up in the back and this thing's nose will keep rising. But on mine, because they're on the anhedrals, you don't even have that. They don't affect an up or down pitch. They may affect the yaw, which they will, but
Yep.
ironically enough, because of their position on the anhedrals, they don't affect the yaw that much.
Yeah, they're not that much. Yeah. Where mine, yeah, if they're curved one way or the other, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
it's
mean,
gonna
I do the
affect it.
same thing with Javelin and Nova. If I want to nose up attitude, flip those puppies up a little bit. Yeah, it goes. So yeah, that makes all the difference. I mean, whether or not that creates a different creature out of the two planes we've made here, I mean, it obviously does. It's just how much. Can I bring
So,
this thing
so
to
did you
Spider's level?
did
Or
you just build the one?
one Spider?
Yeah.
Yeah, so far. Should
Okay.
I build that second one?
Well, no,
Oh, you
I mean,
wanted
I don't
oh,
care.
you want it for
Yeah.
coding.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I got 28. If we that's one thing about this that we didn't think of. Like you put the tutorials out there and then everybody builds it. And it's like everybody that builds, please tell us which one you build so we could write our numbers in. I mean, dude, that could get ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why I'm not tracking those.
In our core group, it's one thing, but like when it goes nationwide, worldwide, oh screw it.
Yeah, I ain't got time to keep up.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You said you got
I'm like,
28. You got 28 over there, 27.
I've got 28. Got
28.
28.
Okay.
Trying to complete 30. No, I'm kidding. I didn't do that. I gotta build another one of these. I just gotta build another one.
29.
This isn't exactly why.
So I got that. It's coded, ready to go. What do I have here?
What do you have? You have the scissors. Oh my God, Mr. Scissors Boy does not like the scissors. Has got the scissors. Whatever are you to do? Is he cutting his beloved spider into something? Oh, look at the star that made. Pretty cool star. Interesting. Believe me, this is a pretty thick piece. It's ironic this is the nose of that plane. Which is funny too, because again, if I'd have kept the nose on the plane, that plane wouldn't be what it is. I wouldn't say it's a piece of crap. Well, I'm not going to say that it's good either. He's cutting something. So what we did is give him an idea for cutting.
Yeah, I kind of had it kind of at the same time you were mentioning cutting, and I was like, I had an idea.
Uh-huh.
The problem
For
is,
spider in particular, or?
yeah,
Okay.
problem is getting the cut to do its thing because of the way I folded this. Which I might have to try it differently with the next one.
He's keeping this off camera because he's trying to keep us in suspense.
Well, yeah, because
No, I know what you said. You're
yeah,
making it
because
for you, not the camera.
yeah, well, because I can't really focus on cutting where I want to cut with it way out here.
You seen? Have you seen any of Robert's videos on his birds? Like him, he puts the rubber band hook on almost all of them.
I must not be getting notifications from him. So
Well, he does.
no.
I don't think he's put up any new ones lately. It's just I was looking back on some of them because me and him were talking the other night, and I was just thinking like, holy cow! Like I didn't realize the hooks were that integral. That he put them in there, and it's like, man, you know, quite a difference when he like launches via the rubber band. Those hooks look solid.
So there's you. Yeah, I don't have anything from showing up on him. Uh,
Paid memberships.
you like that, huh?
It's always funny to see that first thing right there. Blam! Hey guys! That's like my favorite video because you put the code on your video like the way you code your birds.
Which one?
Or 17, 19.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ah!
I'm trying to. Oh, it doesn't show comments, but
You do have them in there, right? Yeah. You gotta be. You gotta be.
what? I don't have him on here at all. I thought I
Oh,
did.
dude!
I thought I had him on here.
Here's the problem right here. That could be why. You ain't getting alarms, because it ain't happening.
Oh, yeah, that's why I ain't getting it.
There you go. Yeah, because he's been putting up those like tutorials on the Zeus there. It's interesting because the way he designs them and the way he has to throw them like, say I hold in the first, that Zeus first flight,
Yeah,
that Mantis Zeus, yeah, he's got to hold them like that almost every time. It looks interesting. It's kind of hard to dictate on his videos what kind of role his planes would take because they're unique. I mean, but nothing different than like anybody else's would. I'm just trying to figure out like, okay, quite a few of them fly similarly, so what are we going to do with them? I'm thinking he's got quite a few that can make some pretty good strikers and attackers. I don't think he's got anything that can do, well, according to the flights that I've seen, patrol or control planes,
yeah,
which is, understandably a little less important. I mean, basically for combat, we only need a few of the strikers and the interceptor. Your basic paper airplane where you just need like a couple bombers, a striker, and the interceptor. We just have a lot more because we can.
and we will.
That's why that's why gaining entry in only requires the 6 roles because again you can fight the wars with, well, I mean you may want 2 interceptors, but interceptor, something that bombs, and actually since bomb is a form of strike and vice versa, just a bunch of strikers and attackers. That's why I keep playing with the dogfighting role. Do we need dogfighters? Eh, it's kind of cool if you guys go head to head, and buzz each other. That's neat. But is it necessary? I don't know. Is any of this
So I need to
necessary?
cut it this way and then this way.
Oh my God, what have you done?
I haven't done
Did I?
anything yet. I've
Let
been
me see that. Wait. Let me
studying.
see the bottom of that again.
Huh?
Let me see the bottom of that again.
What?
Oh, okay.
I haven't folded that yet.
Okay, yeah, I was worried. I thought like you did not just cut off the fuselage entirely.
No, 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 no. So I'll go ahead and give you the. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give you the rundown of what I'm trying to do here.
Okay.
So, um, this right here. Ah, so let me go this way. Maybe I don't know which way to. Okay, so the idea, the idea, is to cut this here, but I can't
Okay.
just cut. I mean, I can.
Are you trying to make split anhedral tips? Well, actually, that's not tips. That's the whole anhedral.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to cut the first layer, which is
You
not.
may need. You're probably gonna need your exacto for that.
Yeah. But
You're gonna have to dig it. Dig it
the
yourself.
problem is that the first layer is not here. It's actually like because of
Within that.
yeah, it's within that.
Oh
It's within
yeah.
that. So I need to cut this tip and then cut down and then cut in.
That's complicated for something like that. Holy cow, dude. Yeah.
Just it's
Jesus.
because I put the um because I put it where this was inside instead of at the back.
Right. Oh, okay. Okay.
So like I don't have one that has it at the back. Yeah,
They
because
kind of make it
I
looks
don't.
like they kind of make it looks like a bird, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It just I'm just playing, but I'm trying to make it look like the. It's like what if there was a, oh, dude, that's kind of cool. Like now the nose is rounded.
You're crazy.
It could be done. Yeah, hell,
I didn't.
that's what like Robert's doing is kind of like, pounding his out. It's really neat.
Alright, let me use the Exacto instead of the scissors.
I like it. I wouldn't do that to your spider because it's your spider. I got to play with it the way it is. But that's a really cool idea, which of course I can't do to this player because I just cut this off. Putting it back on would be next level idiotic, if you ask me. So I'm going to do it that one. But anyway, okay. So the Exacto's cutting it now.
Kind of. This cut. It's not that cut. It's this cut. Because I want to bring this up. So if I want to bring that up, I need this cut. So that is that, and then down. Yeah, yeah. So what I have to do is I have to cut this, and then cut down this.
Indeed.
This is, I don't know if this is gonna work. That's why I was trying to use the.
Well, it's the scissors first before that.
Yeah, possibly. It should just be one. Oh, this is gonna.
I wonder exactly, like when you start doing stuff to this thing, what would you do? I mean, I'm thinking of ideas and stuff, but I'm thinking canards, thinking strakes here, probably here, definitely here, definitely the upright fin. That's the easiest one. You could do the upright fin and have absolutely no repercussions almost whatsoever. I would just kind of like to see what happened if you did it. You could give this fluff with no problem. Oh man, what would this thing do with fluff? I haven't put fluff on too many birds. I've always wanted to try that though because I figure that adds a lot more stability. But it also looks kind of goofy because I have it on one plane and the plane looks like a bus. Kind of. It's a phase, but it still looks like a bus because the entire thing is there. I kind of don't recommend it. But a halfway, like having your upright fin about halfway up the fuselage, that's not so bad. There's one, like, we're talking here, bit this long, about as long as the anhedral. Not this long. That's fluff.
I'm
When you
trying
look at
to
the plane.
focus.
Well, I'm sorry. Focus. Wait. You focus all power. Come on, man. You know what you're doing. It's all good. Sometimes you deal with delicate procedures. Oh, look at you. You changed the blade on it too, didn't you?
Yep. Alright, so now I have to cut.
Everybody should get an X-Acto knife. You don't have one? Go out and get one. You need an X-Acto knife. Knives are bad, okay?
So now I need to cut down that way. How do you cut down that way without cutting the plane?
I thought you were, what you mean, like the inside of the plane or the outside of the plane?
I don't know.
If he doesn't know, we can't help him.
So I need to cut this right here, but I don't want to
Okay.
just cut. I want to just cut,
Poke,
yeah, cut the top layer
right?
because I'm just trying to separate the two, but leave this one attached, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I think I got you because I can see the part you have. Yeah. What if you uh,
Because here's what it's gonna do is when I cut that and separate these two, these two I should say, then this top sheet can be maneuvered.
right? Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So if I do it like that, because this is the cut that I need to make, is down this way. I need to cut from here to here.
Man, how are you gonna? Yeah, because like, how would you get it and not? Man, you got to start with something really tricky, don't you? Because I know you're trying not to mess with the integrity of the outside skin.
Yep, I'm getting it. It's taking some work, but I'm getting it.
Wingman. It's kind of like Right Man. Got a fist foot on it. Oh my god. My battery's actually almost dead. Isn't it?
Okay. Now I just want to go back and see. Oh,
Have you got it? Did you get it?
I got it. So I wanted
Oh, Jesus, that's cold.
that, and I'm gonna trim this up too, so it's not so. Oh, I've got some ideas. So,
I don't know what we said, people, but we definitely gave him.
so what I'm trying to do is
Save a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico.
so what I'm trying to do is that right there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's kind of where I thought you were going with it. I was also trying to decide, like, how good, what, if you give it an X-Wing, what is it going to do? You do understand, like, X-Wings pretty much stabilize the plane. You're not going to have any up, you're not going to have any down, you're not going to have any left, you're not going to have any right, you're just going to have any, I'm going straight, and there's nothing you can do about it.
But
But I don't know, with Spider, it could be different.
but I was gonna do it more like that, not like straight,
Yeah,
but it's gonna be more like
cooler.
kind of like that
Yeah, okay.
because
That, yeah,
this
that,
because this angle is what it likes anyways. So
right.
if I mimic that on the top in a way,
Well, the beauty of it is you can play with it any way you want to, right? I
yeah,
mean, you could straight up and down, inside, outside, it doesn't really matter.
yeah. But I was gonna mimic, the same kind of slant. But
Right.
now I gotta do the other side, and then I gotta match them up and trim it so it doesn't have all this extra frilly stuff on it.
Frilly stuff.
All right,
So you have gotten somewhere with your Spider. I got to phase back in 1990.
you hush your mouth.
Hey, I'm just as embarrassed. I mean, it's not like I'm putting any more on these, and I need to. One of these planes need to have this stuff. I mean, the closest I came was having split anhedral tips or split or dual folded anhedral tips, which are pretty cool, by the way. Something so basic, you don't usually think about it, and then you do it, and it's like, oh yeah, that's cool. And we like you building that, like with your spider there, like it's always got these anhedrals, kind of like barn doors, right? You ever put just winglets on it? Like, what if they were like as small as Diablo's? Well, no, Diablo doesn't have any. What if they were like really small? Would that do anything? Okay, I gotta get. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get something because I'm gonna try something.
Yeah. The intent to focus. Intense. Not intent. Intense.
Look at the box. Sorry, had to get a box. Now, the mystery waits. Here you go. See this? This is what you got here. Got some javelins here. Got. I don't know if you people can see this. Got a bunch of javelins here. Here's what I was looking for. After Exercise Scream, I had some ideas myself. So I'll take some of these out of here. And I kind of made myself a little comment. It's like, okay, what I need to do is make some more planes out of pry fly. This is pry fly. You'll notice the javelins. This is why some of the numbers haven't gone up so much, because I've got like, right here is, well, this is out of order. But again, as me and Mark talked about a long time ago, it depends on exactly where you're at in the status of your bird building. And before your wings, that's why these are like this, before your wings, and anhedrals are added. But basically after all your primary folds and the fuselage is folded, this is considered a body, in which case it could be numbered and serialed in part of the force. So these are all numbered. So I have a bunch of, like, there's 170, 180s in here, 190s in here. I mean, I've crossed the 200 threshold, but they're not all folded yet because some of them are in pry fly.
All right, so I don't know if you've done this or not, but I think I created something new.
Well, it's a spider. So yeah, you've done something new because I haven't done it. Because
No,
it's a
I'm
spider.
talking about tech.
Tech. All right, what have you got? Hey, there's 33 and 34. I wonder where they went when I was flying spiders. Spiders. Man, you got me on the brain now. Scream.
See that?
Yes, I do. You have like a trifold hedral? A
Yeah.
trihedral?
Yeah.
No, I've never done that. I've never had a plane that had enough skin to be able to do that. So, no, I've never done that.
You witnessed it here.
He has built a trihedral. I've done bihedrals before, but I've not done trihedrals.
But
This is
yes.
new.
So I literally just split it on the seams for each layer and kept the fold the same.
Alrighty then.
I'm kind
Oh,
of I'm
these are
kind
the ones that were built during our plane a day for the year thing. Nice. See this? Remember how I said there's like 60 Banshees? Because here's number 56 right here. But here, right here, this is number 26. See, hasn't been completed yet. Rock a doodle doo. By the way, I did something else too when I went through Exercise Scream, and it's minor news, at least for me. But Banshees that are built like this are no longer. I'm not doing this anymore. This stunted Banshees always have to have their nose. I'm not doing these flat-nosed versions anymore. Just something about it, I don't like it. It's not that it's basic, it's just that it doesn't seem right. So anyway, Mr. Trihedral over here. Oh my god. That is freaking nuts. You called me nuts? You're nuts. What the hell are you gonna do with that? You're nuts, dude.
I'm gonna fly it.
Well, I know that.
And I hope that this works because I would do this every time because I like that.
Well, it looks cool, but will it fly?
But
News at 8.
it has like the same wing.
Well, of course it does. But like I said, through my experience, at least with bihedrals, which also get another way of calling them is the simple X-wing, um, they usually just turn out straight. So obviously having a different plane with it is really cool. Try it, please, by all means. See what Spider could do with it, because that could be some shit.
Because that's wicked crazy.
You have come a long way, Kimosabe. N50. Dude, why you got a problem writing whenever I don't want you to write? And you're stapling it?
Yep.
Did you staple it? Where did you staple it? Oh, okay. Oh, you're liking that now, are you?
I might not even need any tape.
Is that regular paper?
That's legal. Legal.
It's legal paper. There's nothing illegal about it.
Yeah, I think that thing does fly straight.
It's going to fly really freaking straight. When you
But
put that much hedralage.
But the thing
But,
is, I might get some really good distance out of it.
okay.
And for me,
But Spider's not your interceptor, though.
no,
Thunderbolt is.
no, you're right. But if I can do some stuff and make, all I gotta do is tweak it a little bit.
Well, not only that, but if the tech works, you add it to Thunderbolt, and Thunderbolt becomes that much better of an interceptor, yes?
You hush your mouth.
I'm just saying, dude. Come on, man. You just trihedral for the crying out loud.
I, I,
Try putting that thing on a
I
try
don't
putting that thing on a thunderbolt.
I don't know if I have enough on a thunderbolt to be able to do a trihedral.
Okay, you don't have to trihedral it, but you can bihedral it. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I put that on your tech sheet because I'm pretty sure almost all of your planes are capable of that. I never thought you could trihedral it because damn spiders got enough skin to go. You could probably quadhedral it with the amount of like skin that spiders got. Talking about something that's never been done. You know what happens? Violence happens. So you flew it and it went straight though?
Yeah,
Like, did it do anything else?
I mean it hit the door.
Well, I mean, did it curve anyway? Did it pull up? Did it go down? Did it?
I didn't try to throw it like that.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, there you go. That's some stuff. All right, the trihedral. Jesus Christ. You saw it here first, folks. So whenever you see the write-ups on this crap, you'll know where it came from.
Well, it was
This
created on August 9th, 2019. Took us
this
that
guy.
took us that long to get to a trihedral.
It took us that long to try it. Sorry, I couldn't resist. It's a cool idea. Well, here again, it's like I said though. I mean, there's not many planes that can do that because of what they are. I mean, I mean, Banshee here, for example, just because I've got one in front of me. Um, I can't do that. There's not enough skin. I can only bihedral. But I am going to do something to Banshee that I meant to do. That could become the norm, in which case, if it does become the norm, Banshee will no longer be able to be my close support aircraft. Because the way these were going, it's going to make it too long a range bird. Just like everything else, and Mark is picking on me all this damn time. But like, why is it everything you eventually gets to be long ranged? I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I'm telling you, I'm outsourcing it to you guys to build me some short range planes, and I'll give you all the long range birds. You cool with that?
No.
What? No? What do you mean no? You guys' short range birds are cool. I mean, okay, I like Vampire. I built Vampire. Vampire is pretty hot. Of course, that's the same thing. The same thing I was trying to tell you about before is, without Vampire could have been made without your damn Swallow, because Swallow is what kind of started me on that course. It's like, okay, I got to build a plane like that. Because that plane's pretty rad. I learned a few things about the Banshees when I flew them yesterday. This is not August. When's your birthday?
Mine?
Yeah.
It's in May.
Oh, well, this one was right around your birthday here. This one was formed into a body on May 8th, 2010. This plane's already 9 years old and hasn't even flown yet.
That's typical.
Gonna fly soon though. What do you mean it's typical?
It's typical for you.
It is not. I don't have that many planes in fly. I know if you rewound the tape and you looked inside there, yeah, there's a few in there. There's a few of everything in there. I've got Quill in there. There's Nova. There's Phases. There's Javelins. There's Banshees. And I don't know why I just said that like that, but there is Banshees. That was your big idea, though, huh?
Yeah.
Nothing else? I thought for sure you were gonna like bang with something else too.
No.
We're talking about cutting,
No.
and he was no, not at all. Okay, now we do. Now we do. Is the thing he just used for the first time in his career. I'm going. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I learned a couple things about it. I learned that one thing is Banshee seems to like having a tailplane just like we described, where your engine is like, not as far back as your tailplane. And I also learned that it seems to like it. They do like tails. They do like tails in general, which is a good thing because I look forward to it. Speaking of which, there's your next thing too. By the way, you got to put a tail fin on that because I think that'd be super easy to do. Just put it in the tail back end, just like a little bit, the UFR, and you're solid. You should definitely do that. Okay. Now my idea here, this was the idea I actually had, was like again I've got to blame Mark for this one because of his fascination with the Raptor. Dude likes the Raptor. Okay, it's fine. Like the Raptor too. His plane's pretty cool. What I'm gonna do, my thing is with this is that there is so much weight in Banshee's nose and the fore area because like this thing's got a very forward center of gravity, which is why it's a stunter. I can add weight to the tailplane. I mean, not a lot, mind you, but and not affect the outcome of how it does. So now, as you can see, its tailplane is like permanently affixed to the back. So now just what we were talking about. See that? See, like it's way back there. The fuselage ends way up here, but then the tailplane still goes another inch and a half backwards. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Huh? What does that mean to me? I'm not gonna do it. Okay. I can't do anything about this inside. This isn't as simple as like, oh, I don't know, a spider over there. I can't just throw this inside because these just do a little bit of the same thing. But yeah, this is basically Banshee Spec 4.
So, on random news, have you heard anything about Antonio Brown not playing?
What do you mean? What is he holding out again?
From what I'm hearing, he wants to wear a certain helmet.
What? Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying.
All I know is our dude that's doing the fantasy one of the fantasy football leagues is talking about like how his first two picks are like or his first pick is either going to be Melvin Gordon or Ezekiel Elliott. And I'm like, seriously, you're going to pick the two dudes who are holding out? We don't even know they're going to play like God knows how long into the season, and that's your first target. Go ahead, more power to you. Um, no, I hadn't heard anything about that yet though. But why are you saying this? Is he on your radar, or is it just stupid sounding?
No, no, no. He's on my radar,
Oh,
but he's always like that.
yeah, it's true. He really is. But this is a little bit different. I'm gonna try to set the tone for some kind of different thing now that he's over with the. God, he's with the Raiders.
Yeah,
You
that's what
sure
I'm
you want him on
saying.
your? You sure
Yeah,
you want him on your radar with the Radars? With the
yeah,
Radars? I don't know, dude.
yeah. Why
It's a
not?
different team.
It's
Well,
Antonio
because
Brown.
yeah, but Antonio Brown can only be as good as the quarterback that throws to him. Hence why he was so good because he had Ben fucking Roethlisberger. I'm not saying. Let me not say that the Raiders have a bad quarterback situation, but
You saying Carr ain't that good?
No, I'm not saying Carr ain't that good. Carr, actually, I do dig Carr. I think he's got, I think he's actually shown potential, but I don't know. He never could connect with Amari Cooper, and Amari Cooper's a pretty damn good receiver. I don't understand how you can get rid of Amari Cooper, pick up an Antonio Brown, and expect to pick up where you left off. I don't see it. I don't know. I mean, yes, Antonio Brown's good, but like receivers are tricky, just like quarterbacks are tricky because it's half and half. Everybody likes to say, "Oh, he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback." He didn't do it alone. There's other teammates there. If his line let him get sacked, if his receivers didn't catch, he didn't do squat. Well, here's your conundrum. You'll be able to test it out this year. If Antonio Brown sucks, well, guess what? We have a quarterback problem. If he even plays, because he doesn't get the helmet he wants, apparently. Seriously, I got to look that up. There's a helmet issue now?
He wants to wear some retro helmet. It's
All year?
uh, not necessarily all year, but I guess it's an older version of the helmet. Not like the paint or
Oh, do you mean
anything,
like,
like an
no,
older
I mean like,
model.
yeah, you mean like maybe the Riddell that like Tom Brady's the only dude in the NFL that wears now? He's the only one that wears the original like anti-concussion proof helmet that was like still used back in the 90s.
Right. That's basically what I'm saying. And because they've deemed that it's
Oh, it must be a thing because yeah, it's coming up on 6 feet already. I think Antonio Brown. I just typed Antonio. It's like Brown helmet. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I just bet
but
this
how
is
much
probably.
but how much fake news is out there?
Well, a
Because
lot, but what? How much stock are you willing to put into it? You know, you don't have him on the Panthers, so really shouldn't be on your radar that much.
well,
Oh, it's because it's a
if he was
helmet that's not certified.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
don't know how.
Could he quit over his helmet? I get this damn feeling that it's probably not because of his helmet. It may literally be because he's playing for the Raiders. And I noticed, yeah, it mentions too. I see this NBC Sports mentions the fiasco might impact Tom Brady because Tom Brady's the only other one that wears the original helmet. It used to be, he's coming back by the way. The dude? God, why can't dude for the Cowboys? Who's the tight end?
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. He's going to a different
Yeah,
team though.
is he really? I thought he was going to come back to them. Well, either way,
I thought
he
there
was
was
a
a
le-
guy that
he
came back that went to another team.
that may be the case. I don't know
Oh no,
because
I was thinking of Khalil, the
oh
center for the Panthers. He came out of retirement, and he went to like the Jets or something like that.
yeah, I think it's the Jets. Yeah,
And I was pretty
yeah,
upset about
no,
that. Like, why would you come out of retirement? See,
to
that's
play
how
for
you
the
know.
Jets.
That's how you know there's a quarterback issue.
That's true. That's true.
Like, he obviously did not get along with Cam. Why are we talking about football?
I don't know. Why are we talking? Well, because you mentioned the helmet, so you were like you're saying on a not related news.
Yeah.
But see, this is going to be the new Banshee.
Let me go get
This
his
is this
plane.
is
Let me go get this
this is
plane.
hot. This is hot. This is hype. He's going to go get his plane. Banshee's come a long way. I think this is what I'm going to do with them. Um, it moved the center of gravity back a little bit. It makes it look a lot sleeker. My only like I can make this plane look really cool if I could be allowed to put a sounds like his plane just hit something. Um, I can make this plane look really cool if I could put an actual fin on it, but I can't do that because it doesn't have the room. The only other option I would think of is actually if I could flip this up and make the Diamant style or Goblin style tail. but I don't think I can do that unless I seriously slope the wings of Banshee, and I kind of like the way Banshee's laid out. Banshees are cool like this. I really don't want to mess with this, but we'll see. We'll see.
I got some tech, man. Look at that thing. It literally
Show off.
flies the straightest I've ever seen one of my planes fly.
Well, yeah, you add an X, you're gonna get it. Yeah, that's guaranteed. Any plane you'd put that on is gonna fly straight, or at least of our style, of course. I mean, okay, maybe not Swallow, but still, it would be interesting to see what you could do with a stunter.
The problem with mine is I don't have anything to use.
No, even if you did,
It's one sheet.
well, even
I
if
mean,
you
I could
you
double
should
it.
you should do what I do with mine. You should do what I do with Vampire. It's in there. It's just very low, buried in there. You should do what I do and bihedral it.
Oh, do one in the front and one in the back, or something like that.
Yeah, cut that thing in half, and then flip the back half. Keep the back halves down and flip the front halves up. You've seen vampires, you know how they look, right? It's like that one in that crazy picture I've got. I think that'd be pretty cool. I mean, definitely gives a whole new generation model to the stunters. I just like saying whole and new at the same time. Oh, I didn't mean to.
So that's interesting.
What? What are we talking about? What's interesting? The trihedral?
Yeah. So what if I did
yeah.
it? So what if I did it that way? Yeah, no, that doesn't fly. Yeah.
What did you just do? Fold it one way or another?
Yeah, I basically took away the bottom ones.
Oh yeah, you can't do that. And that's like essentially if you were to just keeping an angel off, just leaving it straight wing before you did anything else. And you know how that works. It doesn't.
Well, I know that, but you know.
Well, no, you're right. Testing and everything, right?
Yeah.
All that for one, yeah. What is that guy's name? Why do I keep wanting to call him Jay Novacek? Because that was the tight end for the longest freaking time, but that was when the triplets were there. Well, I hated the Cowboys. I still hate the Cowboys. Everybody out there, please hate the Cowboys. Give me a thumbs up. Cowboys.
Did it
Sorry.
start with like a W or something like that? I can't remember.
I can't remember. He was in the booth last year. He's probably coming back to play. Why can't we think of his name? Tight end, Cowboys, big guy, white, dumb. Actually, he's not as dumb as Gronkowski.
Witten.
That's the dude's name, Jason freaking Witten.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. There's Jay Novacek, though. But yeah, dude, that's the dude. He is the only other guy, or was the only other guy that had the original helmet like Brady does, and apparently Antonio Brown wants to wear. Well, I don't know what his big deal is. Why does he want to wear that one so bad? Because Brady does? And why does Brady wear it? Why is Brady allowed? I know you Boston fuckers are going to say, like, because he's God. There's a lot of that.
ESPN. Okay. So let's.
Are you saying it's not fake news if ESPN's got it?
If ESPN's got
fake
it, it's not. It can't be fake news.
Well, it can't, huh? I personally think he's just trying to find another excuse to not play for the Raiders. I mean, he basically says, well, I don't want to be with this sorry-ass team. But he's trying to find every little thing. Because I don't think he had the original helmet with the Steelers.
It says he's had the helmet for 10 years.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't pay that much attention. Uh, and like you said, are they making Brady change too? Is that why it's affecting him? Because he wears it still. They were like the only. They were the only ones. Okay, leave it alone. Let's see. The arbitrator for the grievance. That sounds like somebody who, like, I don't know. I don't know what that sounds like. It just sounds a touch much. Okay. This is the next one, yeah? NA0610. This was the last time we did. Seriously, dude. You need to kick us off another one of those playing a year things.
No, that's just too much with all the stuff
You
I got
don't
going
have
on.
enough.
I don't have enough, but I'm saying it's too much to handle right now with all the stuff I got going on.
All right, fine. But you're going to have to do it sometime in the future. You got to give us. You got to give us more staying power. You got to build your core. And besides that, if you start to challenge, we can have more people involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I get that.
We could.
So he's talking about walking away from the game.
I know. Like
Man,
this is.
he's off the radar.
I'm telling you, man. Like, dude, this. Why is that? I've always said like, there's always got to be Terrell Owens. There's always got to be Ocho Cinco. There really does.
Oh
You
man,
need you need that kind of flamboyancy in the NFL. You do. But piddly stupid stuff like this, though. I mean, come on, man. Keep the flamboyancy on the field. Don't be threatening to sit out because damn it, it won't let me wear my helmet.
yep, I agree.
Jeez.
Rant over.
All right.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it is pretty dumb.
God, I get it. You might not have many head impacts or whatever, but seriously, 15 years from now, when you kill yourself, you're gonna question why. It's like, oh man, that stupid helmet. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You said rant over. Rant over. Done. All right. Trying to build this last Banshee here with some new tech because it's New Tech Sunday. On Friday.
Instead of
No,
Tech
it's
Thursday.
it's the Tech Thursday, which could be our thing too, but we'll do that. That might be a feature on the e-zine. But the here what am I trying to say here? What the thing you just made, the trihedral.
Yeah.
That's some cool. That's some cool stuff.
Yep.
And like you said, you got to be the first and only to have it because, well, you got the only plane that can have it. Props to you for that.
I could have come up with that 20 years ago.
As long as you've had Splatter, you could have came up with it. I mean, I wouldn't expect you to come up with it first thing out the gate, but you had to have seen or at least heard me talk about an X-wing before.
Oh yeah, I did. I think it was at Raintree.
Yeah,
We
most likely.
might have even had one there. I think
It's true. I
I
probably did
I
have.
think
Yeah.
we even put it on Thunderbolt.
Well, yeah. I mean, because again, anything to make your interceptor a better interceptor, which an X-wing definitely does. Yeah, you should definitely install it on an interceptor.
So I think the reason why I probably didn't try it was because it made the plane fly straight.
You didn't want that at the time.
Yeah, at the time. And I mean, I technically don't, but maybe it flies different outside.
So what about now? Would you be willing to do it now?
Oh yeah.
I mean, Thunderbolt flies good. It's just, every little bit counts. It's like that would be the one thing that puts it over the edge. If you have one like I've had sometimes like out of every batch, like one out of every 7 Javelin are gonna like throw like that. They're gonna corkscrew, but I can fix the corkscrew with the X-wing. You could probably do that too. I mean, you should do that too. Actually, I should say.
I should say. Let me see how. how long this is.
Oh, there it is.
5, 6, 7, 8.5. Of course.
Buzz, buzz, buzz. Lightyear.
So then I just need to go 8.5.
I am Buzz. I am Buzz Lightyear.
No, wait. I can do that with a. Instead of wasting my legal sheets, I could do it with this one.
I don't know if I could do this or not. This is gonna look stupid. I wrote down on the calendar, and I didn't tell most of you guys this, but I will say it here on the show before I forget about it. The Banshee that did the best yesterday, out of just a minor tweak, which was really cool and weird at the same time, was 48, which like was doing a pretty good job as it was. And all I did was I put a field fin on it. I mean, I didn't have anything, but I put an upright fin, just like I'm doing to this one right here. And like literally, it changed the whole plane. It was quite awesome. It's like it was already pretty good, and then that guy got at it, and now it's just better than a Banshee probably has a right to be.
Yeah.
Banshee shouldn't be doing this. And now I'm beginning to think actually if I keep working this design, I could probably turn this into some kind of long range aircraft. And this is not what I intended a Banshee to be doing. Ooh, I probably shouldn't squash the tail I just created, eh?
Yeah, dear, eh?
Yeah, there, hey there, yeah. Okay, so it's not perfect because it's super small, but what do you think?
That's crazy.
I now have a full tailplane on the Banshee. This could be cool. This could be crap. But I'm thinking I'm gonna go with cool because Banshees turned out to be so good for me recently. What the hell? Got a birthday parade over there?
One, two.
I think definitely now that you're on that, I think you should. Thunderbolt should definitely get the X, and I think you should also try to bihedral the Swallow.
1, 2, 3.
It's like it's your anhedrals that gave me the idea to bihedral Vampire in the first place because I had such big ones. It was like, I don't like having these big long ones. I want something more. Woof. Okay. Yeah. Check it out. He said it looks like a raptor. Do you think mine looks kind of like a raptor?
What are you reading?
I don't have.
What are you reading?
What are you talking about?
What are you reading?
I ain't reading nothing.
Who said it looked like a raptor?
No, remember you said your plane looked like the raptor. It kind of does, right?
I mean, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Why not?
So, well, does mine look like that too?
No, not even close.
Ass. Just an ass. You could be an ass, man. Be an ass. I'm an ass, man. Man, wrestling, dude. Seriously. Yeah, like we usually see this one coming.
If you manage a team, you have to try Monday.com.
Don't you just love commercials?
You'll catch that on the video later.
Oh yeah. Maybe that's how we should intro these. Uh,
That's why I want the. I got to sit down and take the time to
yeah,
do shortcuts and sound bites.
right, exactly. Yeah. Oh man, now I really want to fly these, but I can't because it's dark. Anybody got lights? I can put lights on these, and then we could find them. Ooh, I like these. These are these are these are almost as cool as the Phase 6. Definitely a shorter bird there. You'll notice I'm not putting anhedrals on these because, of course, this is Banshee. Banshee doesn't get that. Oh, good God.
That's so funny. You'll like that later.
Neato Speedo. Frito. Dude, these look really cool from a distance.
So here comes a new design.
What?
I'm
Seriously?
yeah, I'm already starting. I'm starting with a square.
All right. All right.
So
Let's see that.
we'll see how this goes.
Perfect square?
Yes.
Cut it from a
Eight.
regular sheet? Or...
Yeah, 8.5 by 8.5.
That's where I'm at right now. The three of my newest ones, the Wasp, the Diamant, and the Goblin, all come in squares.
Interesting.
That's why the kite is well, the Wasp isn't the kite design. Yeah, this thing, that's the Goblin with a huge fin, and then Diamant there. You saw it. You like those things? The big tail, the curly tips. Yeah, these are from squares. I don't have a Wasp in the air. You know those things. Those things are awesome. I need to work with the Wasp more. Especially, that's probably going to be the next exercise. I am rescinding my previous thing too about making Goblin the Lytro trainer. I don't think I'm going to do that yet for sure. I think it's going to stick around, has the close support plane, even though Banshee is, because these are turning out to be so much more. I don't know if y'all are getting that, but dude, that looks really good in the camera.
Oh yeah.
They look really cool. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know if Goblin's going to stick that route, or if I'm going to make it do, or if it goes to reserve. I doubt it's got to put it in reserve because it's too new for that. Banshee, as you see, coming from Raintree's time, 20 years old, approaching 20 years old. I can't believe I still have 3, 4, and 5 flying. 1 and 2 have been retired. But 3, 4, and 5 are still cranking. It wasn't that funny. I'm glad you're trying something with a square. That's pretty cool. Do you think you could get a Goblin out of it?
I don't even know what I'm doing. I am trying something completely different though.
That's good. Get outside your comfort zone. I'm kind of weirded out about how that's going to turn out because it's got a hole. I'm going to have to bust out the hole puncher and punch a hole on the other side to make sure they're the same thing. This is built for right. I need to put this down. Actually, I can't just do that. I usually with the ones in Pry Fly, y'all can use this as a point of reference if you choose to or not. But as me and Mark talked about long ago, before you put something in Pry Fly, Well, it's something I've always done. But if you make it in Firefly, you form the body, you coat it. You don't have to put wings, but you coat it once the body is formed. Now, your choice. But what I normally do also is like these two Banshees I just built. I mean, because they were coated and built into bodies back then. This one's date is May 8th of 2010. You know, it's already 9 years old, but it hasn't flown a day yet. Yeah, Mark, this is what you usually do. Okay, whatever. But thing is, though, I will put down that I just formed it into a plane today because it's been aging, but it hasn't really. It's not been stress aged, up until today because it hasn't flown yet. This way, you have 2 points of, like you got 2 points of age range for it. Is it really a 10-year-old plane, or is it just a day old?
Oh, that's interesting. And guess what? I got another Delta Diamond.
Well, Wasp is kind of a Delta Diamond. But barely. I mean, it's even less than these new little birds we've been playing with. Where in the hell am I going to write this? I gave it this fin. See, this is the one problem with building at night. And Mark knows this too, because we did this at Rain Tree. Every time we spent the night, we build these birds, and what happens? You want to go out and fly them, but you can't.
But you can't.
Because you probably won't find them.
You know why?
Or either that or you'll get stuck in a tree that even a basketball won't be able to get down.
Oh, I love this. I love it.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, because we need that, and then we.
Oh, yeah, you definitely need the next one. Yeah, because we haven't heard it yet tonight. There we go.
This commercial's such a great.
Turn that son of a bitch sideways. Okay, sometime in the future, I'm going to look back on this one and wonder why the hell I made it look so reflected. And I'm hoping this video still exists so I can go back and say, oh, that's why I drew it up. Because it flies like a rock.
Yeah. How does that plane fly?
Oh, man.
Oh, I folded them like. Oh, I folded it like that. Oh, okay. Well, it's too late now.
Oh, sure, you say that now, but
It's too late now. I did it that way. I wasn't intending it to do that way, but that's okay. Ooh, this is interesting.
well, I'd love to say I can see that now, but now I'm being blocked like a rock.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, that is interesting. Definitely a new design because you haven't played with a square sheet of paper yet.
Yeah. And there's no weight in the plane. And
Oh, well, that's good.
and
That's really cool.
and I've folded it like all the weight. There's like no weight in the wings.
That's cool, though.
I mean, there is. It's like up here.
oh, okay.
So like all of this, like this, all of this is all thin, and there's like no weight here either. It's like all right here in the top.
So it's most decidedly not like a rock.
Oh, hopefully.
That's cool. All that out of a square plane? which means you have to add your own weight because you took it out, right?
Indirectly, yeah.
Yeah.
I took it out, but still kind of far back though.
Well, well, that's okay. I mean, having weight, you know, you need it for no other reason than so the damn plane knows which way is up. Or, sorry, I should say forward. Okay. Okay.
Interesting. Okay,
He
so
says
it's
interesting.
oh, it's still August 8th. All right, good.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What did you say?
the ninth.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, yeah.
You know what I meant.
We haven't gone back in time yet.
We're trying to.
Really, I am really digging the looks of these little birds, man. Oh, dude. It's funny because the basic ones are so basic, you kind of wouldn't. It's nothing. But these, that's hot. Oh my God. I just thought of ooh, there's something really cool we could do on the spiders too that I've never been able to do before. Which spiders probably got enough skin to pull it off. I wonder. I now see why it is almost all of your spiders eventually had that Y shape to them because this one, after having sit here for a little bit, is like just pulling itself into a Y.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning like this. Like, yeah, it's like Ying so bad
Yeah. See,
just by sitting there.
you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm running into. Yeah, cause look,
Oh yeah. Your wings are pulled up so high.
and that's this one.
But it flies like that, right? I mean, they all have that, but they fly
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, they fly like that. I mean,
So it's
here's
not
that one.
exactly a. Oh, it stays down. That one's lower. That one's not as
Yeah, I've
bad.
been messing with this one, but yeah, it'll probably come back up. But yeah, this one has got.
Good God.
The stress on this one is insane.
I see that. Yeah, it just pulls itself up. Well, I got to give you props for making that thing work for so long. Then having had that kind of stress on it. Damn,
I've new design number 5 for the year.
dude, you are on a roll. You must be butter because you on a roll. Sorry, I had to do it. Oh no. Oh Jesus. Jabroni jackpot. Well, that's a great place to pause it right there. Know your hole and shut your roll.
As you sit your ass down at that announcer's booth, you take off your headset and you don't say a word. And quote, you know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
Oh man. Most of Rackery. Yeah. It's done. So we're gonna start putting Dingo and the baby in the background. Dingo and the baby. Now we're just looking, people. We're just looking through some stuff because we're trying to make your experience more whatever. I don't know what. Easier? Sure, we can call it that. That sounds good for now. Easier. According to Jim, there is. Dude, I'm serious. I want to take this thing out. I might go outside in the parking lot and fly this thing around. I don't know. It's a Banshee. It's not going to go. Okay, wait. This one could go somewhere because these Banshees, with this kind of setup, they have an extremely longer range, I have found. So, and this is going to be the first one of the new model that I'm trying out that has this, the tape that I was talking about, that's supposed to be more well distributed. So we shall see what we shall see. And the potential with the Banshees is really good because all that front end that they have is playable. They can have a lot of stuff done to the nose area because of all the folds and weight that they have. I've always wanted to put some kind of strakes or strakelets or something, winglets up there. So this ought to be pretty cool. I'm not going to do that yet. I want to work with this. Just these is a brand new thing, so um, that's first. Then I don't know. Some of the newest ones actually do have winglets. I don't call them anhedrals on there because they're really small, but I might play with those. No, no, I hadn't yet. I'll do it when it stops. I don't want to freak it around, because if I mess with it now, I might mess with it. So I'll change it at the end. Because we went back in time to do this. I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to do anything with these. Like I said, it's dark, and even with the parking lot lights. Well, you should go outside and throw that one. It's raining, isn't it? I'm only halfway kidding. It usually rains half the time over there. Ridiculous. Well, that's not that bad. Yeah, it's horrible. It's like the temperature's only 4 degrees off the humidity percent, the dew point. Yeah, that's pretty bad. God, Jesus Christ. Oh man. Oh man. I have. Oh, dude, really? Oh, that sucks. Because now you got these really cool birds you should get out there and fly. And you, hey, right? What does that mean? Afternoon, sir?
For a C-dub. You don't have anything in your pry fly, do you? Oh, the answer I need. Pry fly? What's that? It sounds like a good idea. It's probably where it's probably where Thunderbolt 100 through 178 are. Oh, okay. Well, that's not so bad. Could be worse. Really get into this, right? Well, yeah, because you every time, a lot of times we're on these shows, you talk about how like, see, look what this has done to destroying my planes because it's in a box and you don't want them in the box, right? Yeah. We were just looking at some the other day, and we saw one up here for like seriously $6,000. We were like, oh my god, what's wrong with it? Because it even had like 3 beds, 2 baths. We're like $6,000. Then we looked at it, like, oh yeah, like the roof is optional. It's like, yeah, yeah. It's like in West Dallas. We were looking at it and like, what the hell? Or, no, it was in Tosa. We were looking at it and we were like, what's wrong with this? And we looked and we saw like there's the back roof is gone and like the walls are see through and some of the floors are and yeah, it's there's a good, yeah, it's a good job. I mean, we could have fun doing that. I said like, I mean, dude, that's the house is the price of a car. We could definitely gut the hell out of it. It'd be fun to work on it because we want to work on whatever we get next. But I don't know if we want to go that far because that thing's gonna need everything. Yeah, yeah. I like stability, dude. What's that? Oh, dude, I've got bases, okay? You still haven't caught up to me with all your moving. I'm not too concerned. Plus the fact that I've got them all over the place. I'm quite happy about that. Except move. You'll be able to move. You'll be able to move once, but then you won't be able to move anymore. So you won't get any new bases either. Uh-huh. Yeah. So you can open up a massive horde of reserve bases. That's cool. That's cool. Oh man, I love the sounds. Oh yes. Who knows where? Yeah. I know. I just get the lag. Whenever you get the lag, it's funny as oh my god, that's goofy as hell. I probably not. I don't think so today. What's messed up?
I haven't had my mic on, and I have no idea how long I haven't had my mic on.
Well, I can hear you. Are you
Yeah, but
saying the live people can't hear you?
they couldn't hear me. I have no idea how long that was.
Oh my God. So I'm having one side of the conversation. This is like a radio show that failed. We're doing good.
Yeah, that was really good.
First we missed the day, then Mark decides to show up for only half of this. I sure hope it didn't start that way.
No, it didn't. I remember muting it when I stepped away. I thought I unmuted it, but apparently I didn't.
Oh my God.
Oh man, that was some good information.
God, you just built your entire new idea with no sound.
Yeah, so this is made out of a square sheet of paper, 8.5 by 8.5.
You watched him do it, you just didn't know any details.
Yep. And all the weight is here. I'll repoint to it. Is here. It's got some staples in it.
I'm very impressed with these Banshees. I know I said it, but I'm gonna say it again because these things are badass. Spec 4 might be the way to go, but Spec 4 is probably gonna take us right out of close support land into like infringing on phase territory. I don't think it goes that far, but definitely in Nova land. These things got some range, buddy. Look out, we're coming for you.
But see, are you trying to get it to do that?
Well, you know, like you were saying, how I'm always that I mod the planes, right, and they turn out something like different than what they are.
Yeah.
So, in essence, yes, I kind of am because, I mean, again, look at this thing. Why do you like this thing to be somewhere cool? Because this thing looks cool.
Yeah.
I mean, like Phase 6s, I love them because they look real. This thing's got a nice, real look to it. I wouldn't mind because it's still a newer design than some of the older ones that are holding hat, and I'm always trying to look for something. As long as it, you know, you told me that. It's like, we shouldn't put anything in there unless it beats the previous one. You know, you're not going to retire it if you don't have anything that beats it. So I'm always looking on the new hunt, and the natural thing to do is to modify the design that you have if you can. I mean, instead of building a brand new bird from scratch, which can be hard, use off the shelf. It's like using off the shelf technology. You've already got the plane. Just what else can you do with it? What can you do to make it better? I mean, like Thunderbolt, for example. You have it's a great interceptor because it's got a ton of weight in the front and these broad wings in the back, so it makes it nice and straight, right? But because it's got the broad wings, it could be a glider. It's just the weight in the front that keeps it off. So what if you took half of that weight away? Would it glide like it could? What if, like, you made, like, your first two cuts, or, I'm sorry, your first two folds, three folds, whatever it is you do in the nose, and then cut that off, and then start making the rest of the plane? What would happen to it? That's what I'm saying. That's just modifying your existing design. And why not?
Even if you made folds and then cut them away?
Yeah. Like, I thought about that yesterday when making, during Scream, while making some of these. I didn't get a chance to video it, so I couldn't tell everybody, but I was thinking, like, this would be a great plane, and Robert made me think of this. See, like I was saying, I'm borrowing from all of y'all. Robert made me think of this. Like, what if these are modular? In OAE to a lesser extent, too, because, like, I would like to get a better tail than this. This got a tail, but it's really small, right? And I can't get a big one out of it because, well, this is probably as big as it can get. I slanted the fuselage as much as I can without, you know, detrimenting the wing, and it's single papered all the way at the back. So that's probably as big as I can make it without looking too goofy. But if I made it modular, like, there's a lot of weight here because it's a Banshee, it's inherent. What if I were to cut some of that out, redistribute by putting, like we did with Phantom EXT, if I put a tail back in here, like in the spine, it made a tail raise up. What would that do? That's where I want to go with this. I want to play with these a little bit, but that's my next step is I'm going to take a little bit of weight out of the nose, or maybe not any at all. Maybe I'll just continue with, like, the spine ones that I have, like this thing here, like the one that flew the other day. I'll continue with this spine, and instead of having it shoot out the back, it just stops at the regular trailing edge of a Banshee, and I'll put a fin up in there so that it actually stands out bigger than this.
You crazy.
It can work. I got to make it work. I mean, I think that's the one thing that's going to hold it back, because right now these things look really cool and they fly good. You can't beat that. If it looks good and flies good, well, then it's good.
Bradley Electrical.
Oh yeah, by the way, another little bit off topic though, but yeah, that little cyan dot dude, man, that really messed me and John up. We couldn't do anything. Like, because it took us a little while to figure it out. I'm like, because me and you were playing,
Yep.
we knew that it wasn't my end. I knew it wasn't my end because we'd been successful. So he was trying everything, and I still got it. And then he reminded me, I wonder if it's because I'm in a hotel. And I was like, well, I didn't say it, but I realized as soon as he said it, I was like, yep, that's it. He's in a hotel. We're not gonna be able to do anything. Which really sucks because he's in a hotel all week now.
Why can't he get around the firewall?
Because usually, like, schools, businesses, hotels don't allow VPNs. And essentially, of course, that's what you're doing with Hamachi. So we can't, it won't allow them through. And we researched this while I was scoping it out too. After he said that, I was looking it up, and like, sure enough, that's it. A lot of people said, like, yeah, if you're in a school or business, Hamachi typically doesn't work unless you got an in with the administrator of the server. They can allow you through, but if you don't, then you just can't do it. I was like, God damn it! I knew it as soon as he said it. I was like, that's probably what's holding us up. Especially for the most part, because he's using a laptop that we were using when he was back at the house. I know this is actually coming out sounding bad. It's like, wait, he's in a hotel. He was at the house. Did she kick him out? No, that's not the case. They're moving, but he's doing the same thing kind of like you are. He's getting a new job, which is really weird. I couldn't believe he got a new job after all this, but cool. I'm glad he is. He's moving to Charlotte, so.
Wow.
Yeah, he's working. He's training and working in Charlotte. So during the week, stays in a hotel out there and goes back home to Wilmington to help pack and sell the house, because they are moving from Wilmington to Charlotte. So he'll have a new base too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I didn't ever think that would actually happen, because I thought, like, what he was doing, I thought it would be like so stable that the only thing he would just move up in was there, you know.
Yeah.
But whatever. Hey, that again, I'm glad he's doing it. So Charlotte's a little bit more like, you're close to, what's your closest big one? Miami?
Besides West Palm?
Yeah.
Yeah, Miami is in Fort Lauderdale.
Lauderdale is?
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale's closer than Miami.
I wonder if it's more direct. See, I was just like, I was plotting it. You and I talked about this a while back. Or me and John talked this even further a while back, but like, there's no direct flight for me from Milwaukee to Wilmington. But Milwaukee to Miami, that happens all the time. Milwaukee to Charlotte, that happens all the time. I have more of a chance to visit you guys, or you have a chance to visit me that way, because the flights are direct, as opposed to, like, I got to try to figure out how the fuck to get to Wilmington, or how the fuck to get to Abacoa, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, but flights going to West Palm though.
Not from here. That's what I was saying. Direct. I wouldn't have to go to Charlotte.
Oh, you could go you could go to Fort Lauderdale though.
Yeah.
Like, I could even. Yeah, and Fort Lauderdale is like really, really close too. It's not that far.
So see, I have the option, or you guys have the option, one way or the other, which makes it better, you know. I don't know how we're gonna sneak paper airplanes on a plane. Well, actually, yeah, I can. I've done it before. It's not a matter of sneaking it. They don't really show up on scans. Like, why do you have an empty box? It's not empty. It's a bomb. Yeah. Shh. Don't tell
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Robert's always talking about doing that meet. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's what we got to work on that too. We got to, like you said, if we can figure out how to get more people onto the stream instead of just chat, you'll be able to do that, right?
Oh,
Delta.
so if it goes through Atlanta,
Well, the first one right there. Look at that. There's a stop in Charlotte, so I can visit him and you at the same time. Are you doing it from me to you or you to me? Oh, you. That's. Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah, from here to there.
Okay. Yeah. See, it's like they're pretty much direct, but stop in Charlotte. No big deal. American in Charlotte. No, that's like Delta going through Atlanta. Yeah, American's gonna go through Charlotte.
Yep, and that's what we have a lot of down here.
I'm not surprised. That figures. You don't see Southwest down there much?
Oh, we do.
Okay.
Oh, we do.
Because that's what I think. That's who flies. I don't know exactly where it's the Southwest of, but that's who flies into Miami from here for us. I think Frontier does too. I'm not sure. And bags fly free because everybody else, for some stupid reason, known only to the airline, they charge for bags, which makes no fucking sense whatsoever. But nobody complains because we're cheap. And stop.
Well, okay, so let's go to Miami. No,
Yes.
nonstop.
Really?
Oh, that's probably because I'm looking. Let's just try. Let's just say you want to do January.
How come how come the prices aren't showing up on there? Normally when I do it, it shows the prices.
Let's just say that. Yeah, there's no.
Wow.
That's weird. These are big airports too. It's not even like.
Yeah. I think it goes into Orlando.
It does.
I'm pretty sure I've
Yeah,
seen
if I-
Milwaukee to Orlando, but Orlando's not that close to you.
No, there it is.
Yeah.
Nonstop. Yeah, no, Orlando's like 3.5 hours. Like three and a half hours.
Yeah, there's no point in doing that when I can go into, or we can go, like you said, West Palm or Miami. Of course, apparently you can't
Yeah.
do Miami because nothing goes in there.
Well, not nonstop.
Prices are currently high for your trip. Eh, no shit.
That's insane.
Can't figure out why though. I mean,
But 3 hours to go from Orlando to Milwaukee, that's crazy.
not only that, but like you said, it's like okay, the flight's 3 hours and the drive is 3 hours, huh?
Yeah. But I could meet you at the airport when you left there.
It's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, that would actually work.
Oh shit! Did it start
So
raining?
let's do one stop
No.
to West Palm. Yeah, so
That substantially drops the price too.
yeah.
Except on Delta.
Yeah. Yeah, you're looking at half. And it's actually only twice the amount of time.
Well, gee, that that eliminates your drive, and it still takes the same amount of time from house to house.
Yeah.
Funny how that works.
Yeah.
Ow.
That's insane. And if you took this one to go to Atlanta, you would actually save time. It'd be 5 hours.
Right? Yeah. Just jog your ass through Atlanta Airport and hope you make it on time.
right?
Because that's basically what you probably have to do.
Where's the connecting flight? No, that's not terrible. It's like a 40-minute layover.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
says 44-minute layover. It's not
But
terrible.
no, no, it's just in Atlanta. When you're in the biggest airports, though, you kind of got to be
Oh,
like, oh,
and they it looks like they go out of the same gate area roughly. Maybe. No, probably not. No.
it's hard. It's hard to tell because Delta just reigns supreme in Atlanta.
Yeah, I think these might be complete opposites.
In other words, you're gonna have to hop onto the
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 one.
Camaro and drive across the tarmac at max speed to get there.
Yeah.
In which case, you're probably gonna be stopped by multiple TSA agents on your way there.
Oh, see, I've never seen this.
Excuse me, sir. One free carry-on? That's right. They always have carry-ons. This bag bullshit. It's better to just ship your stuff where you're going than carry bags on planes. Like, oh, I'm moving. Well, let's just box it up UPS,
I
ship it
want
there.
I want the extra leg room.
But definitely get the extra leg room. Yeah, I mean, you need to be able to spread out.
Right? For $213.
$213, dude, for real.
That's almost the total cost as a regular ticket.
God,
That's so crazy.
airports airlines have got you snowed.
See,
Deregulation sucked. Man, when we were still regulated and there was like multiple airlines, it was so much better. Now, these fucking giants eat up the smaller ones and then monopolize the prices. And yet again, we as people, nobody complains, so it stays the same.
why complain?
Why complain? They're getting free leg room.
But now we know you can fly into West Palm with only one stop.
I wonder if I could take a seaplane. That way I could just land right outside your ocean there. That would be cool.
I mean,
We need to do. That's what we need to do. I didn't think about that. You and I should just. We could get John involved too, maybe, but like pitch in and we could timeshare a seaplane. And I think I'll get a base here on Lake Michigan. You get a base out there on the ocean, and we'll just fly directly to and fro, just land in the water. It'd be perfect.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Come on, man. The lake's close to me. The ocean's close to you. It's a win-win.
And then how in the world are we going to pick up John?
Okay, in Charlotte, it's going to be a little bit of a problem. But where he's at right now, it's not that big of a deal because, again, he's close to the ocean too, which he'll be for another month or so. I don't know, but if we can get him to fly, he's kind of like BA from the A-Team. We're probably going to need to knock his ass out just to get him on a plane. It's going to be fun, but, that's not really true. He's not that bad.
Has he been driving that whole?
Yeah, he drives back and forth.
Oh, forget
I don't
that.
think he's done it. I don't think he's done it every time. I really don't think it's every time. Because, I mean, seriously, why the hell would you... That's a lot of mileage. But then again, I think the company's paying for the car, so...
That's insane.
They're training him. They're moving him. They ought to pick up the bill, damn it.
So what else are we doing tonight?
I don't know what else we doing tonight. Are we cool? We got the bases pretty much well covered. I was just thinking of a bonus show, and we turned it into a mega show because we built some planes, we got some bodies, we got some ideas.
We got
turned out
we
really
got a
cool.
new tech.
We got new tech. You have a new design. I think I've built my first your spider. I don't think I've ever built your spider before.
Yeah, you got one other one.
Have I built one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got you with two.
Maybe I did, but it's been a long time ago. Oh no, you're right, because I have a post-it. As a matter of fact, I was just looking at that the other day. I've got a post-it note
Yeah.
that shows I have one of your spiders.
Yep. Yeah, you got number 25, which wasn't that long ago.
Which wasn't that long ago. Well, in the spider production run anyway, but as far as years go, it could have been like 2011.
No, it was. I thought it was this year.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was. We'll never know. No, I think it was, though. You're right. I think it was. You gonna maybe not tonight, but you gonna put the bihedral on swallow?
Um. Um. I might have to build a new one.
Oh, 'cause you get
I don't even have swallow. I don't even have swallow on the. Oh yeah, I do. Like, do I even have swallow on here? Yeah, I got like a 10.
all 10 of them.
This is number 8. I got number 8. Right there.
Living Twister.
I do have one twister.
Really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know you
which is
did.
J007. Yeah,
Oh, that's right. I remember.
I rebuilt it. Yeah, I rebuilt
Yeah.
it. So I can highlight that one green.
Have you flown that one outside yet?
Oh no, I haven't even. No, that thing is no. That design is terrible, honestly.
Yeah, I suppose. I thought you were gonna like. I thought you. Oh wait, yeah, you were debating on whether or not you're gonna work over there. You probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, I don't know how many these I got.
It's just amazing how many of those are red. There's a lot of red.
I'll have to go back through and make sure that I got the right number on there, because I know I got more. Believe me, I'm not happy that they're all red.
I wouldn't be either, unless you were in a war. I would not be happy that those are all red.
Well, yeah, that red on there just makes me sad.
It looks a lot better on the right side, where there's a lot more green than red.
Yeah. Well, you're talking new there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I can. I can put a new column up.
Yeah, because you've got Raptor now. There could be a. That's not a column. That's just expanding a column.
How do
You gotta right click on the column and say add column. Insert column.
No, I want to.
No, no, you shouldn't do it that way. You should just take Ninja and put it over to the left side. That'd be special. There you goes. Yeah. That's the stuff dreams are made of. I can't imagine doing a sheet like that myself because I want to have so much red phase department.
I only have 2, right?
I thought you had 3. You have 2 or 3?
Do I have 2 or 3? That's a good question. No, I only have 2. I only have 2.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Is it
No.
is it P?
Whatever's next in line. I'm assuming it's P. Because it's your next accepted plane after Ninja, right?
Is it?
You haven't had anything else. It's got to be. How the hell have you made it to P already? I mean, dude, there's only A through L visible right there for crying out loud. Is everything not on there? Oh, you don't have Phantom Lightning on there. You don't have Rorix on there, but that was terrorists.
Yeah, I don't have Phantom Lightning on there.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. H counts. Yeah. Well, you have
H
L
is
because
yeah.
it's. Wait a minute. So yeah. So I, J, K, L. What the hell is M and N? Oh,
M
wait, well,
M is
okay,
Viper.
no. I mean, okay. Let me rephrase that. I see that, but well, A was the boss.
Yes.
A was Draco. Okay. B, Vortex. C, Diablo. D. What was D?
D was Phantom Lightning.
Okay. Okay. E, Thunderbolt. F. What was F?
What was F?
You
Can we go?
might be able to. Yeah, you might be able to check the aircraft sheet and be able to tell. Go back to rundown. Yeah. Condor. Stingray. Okay. Condor and Stingray are F and G. Okay. Okay. And Rorix was I. Those are the ones that are missing. All right. Fine. You're cool.
J K. Yep. L M.
Oh, N is Firecat.
N.
And then.
Then you.
Then you have to spend a week going down here.
Oh, so you don't have Ninja on there?
Oh, no, no. That's right. No, Ninja hasn't gotten on there yet. Yes. This is true.
Yep.
But you also, yeah, because we don't know exactly. We don't know the role yet either, right?
No. Which is
We
why I
don't know
really
what it's
need to. I need to say, hey, okay, what is? What do I have?
right. Well, going by this to a degree, you kind of know. I mean, to a degree, because I see Black Squire. No, because we accepted that. That's right. You just put Stingray and Condor to bed, but you think you can make Black Squire and Black Knight again, right?
Maybe, probably not.
Well, that's just not going to work. I mean, we got to have something.
I might have to throw those away and just come up with something new.
You just did.
I
It's
mean,
sitting right
this.
there. It's
Yeah.
sitting right there.
Yeah.
You
well,
could. All you could do is upsize that. You would have that bird.
what this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, this thing? I don't know about this thing. Let's see. What does this thing do? Why does everything gotta fly like that? I hate that.
What did it do?
It just flies straight to the ground.
It could be the interior of your house. You don't know. It might just be
Could be.
something that simple. You just said, why does everything do that? Well, because it's in the
Yeah,
house,
you know why? Because this flew really good inside the house.
Oh, did it? But it didn't fly good outside, right? Isn't that the one you took outside?
Well, now it wants to fly like garbage.
Hey, that's fine if the garbage is across the freaking room. I like these. I'm very impressed with the way Banshee's going. I hope they have something cooler than cool.
I didn't cut enough big yet. I didn't cut it enough big enough to do what I wanted to do because what I wanted to do, maybe I can do this piece that I cut on bigger. There's something else I could possibly do here. I don't know if this will work or not, but I'm gonna give it a shot.
What are you building? Like the most miniature Banshee ever?
No, you know. But remember I said I was gonna add a tail on the Banshee? I might use this star-looking crap piece of paper and turn it into a fin. I don't know if I'm gonna do it because I swear this is not where I started with this. This is obviously I wasn't trying to make a little medal. This is a medal for your plane flies good. Ta-da! No, that's not what I was doing. But maybe I can use this as the addition I was talking about because it's the only. I was just gonna do it because it's the only scrap I've got lying around. I didn't cut anything else off of anything
Well,
else.
here.
Oh, you got something? Let me borrow that. Can I use that? You're not using it, right?
Nope. Here,
All
take
right,
that.
here. Gotcha. Thank you. Okay, so that might work. I might be able to use that. Thanks, appreciate that. It's never gonna get old. I'm not thinking about doing something that stupid. Okay, this is not where I was going with this. I don't want but the
Here,
idea.
make sure you write the date.
Oh my God, I can try, but you know how it happened the last time. Are you giving it to me? Oh God, wait, I gotta be ready. Hold on, there it is. I got it. Okay.
Look at that.
Oh my God, it writes this time. I must have replaced the ink on my printer. How did I do this? I mean, I guess I can make it basic. And one thing about this piece is like it's super long and I know.
Ow.
Well, what did you just do?
I hit my head on the mic.
Oh,
I hit my head on the mic.
the beauty of these is, of course, I can probably do whatever the hell it is I want to do with these and get it right. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to be.
Yeah.
I've got a lot to play with. For example, it's not bad. It's a lot bigger than that little one, which makes me feel inadequate. But this one, I mean, ideally, it'd be really cool to make two. But the trick, of course, is when you start making two, then you got to make sure that they're straight and blah blah blah. It's bad enough having worrying about one being straight. When you start worrying about two being straight, then it's all bad. Now, now what I could do, and Mark's gonna kill me for this. What I could do
Ain't nobody got time for that.
is make a diamond. Like okay, the fin, because Banshee's got the fold in the body. Here's what I was thinking. It's like, okay, so all right, it's the type of the fin that I made so it could work, but okay, so I've got the shape. I can use these in here to tuck into the inside, and then it sticks out, and then now I got this little diamond back here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I think you're crazy.
That's giving it something it never could have before. That might just work. I might use that. See? Ideas, brah. Ideas. Thanks for the pen. You gonna want this back, or can I keep this?
No, I got another one.
You got another one? Okay. This one writes pretty good. I like this.
Thank God you made that scrap sheet of paper, which actually looks like it's still sitting over there. I tell you, I might be able to find a stapler, so like I can borrow your stapler, but I'm probably never gonna be able to find a tape dispenser like that.
Right.
I'm never gonna be able to borrow a tape dispenser. Oh, dude, you know, just start unrolling it through, and I'll try to grab it and keep rolling. But anyway, so yeah, we did new tech, we did new designs. What else can we? Is there anything else we need to touch on? We got new ideas out there. This was great because I mean, you started out with something cool because you were disappointed with how that plane was flying. So we had stuff to talk about. But what else do we got? Anything else we want to get out there?
Uh, no, I think that's it. I don't think that's it.
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Well, that's good then. All right.
3.5 hours later.
3.5 hours later. Hey, but we didn't bullshit a lot of this one away for a change.
Right.
I mean, we stayed on topic, although we like football, but still. I got a pen. I got, I mean, things are looking up. What you need is one of these. Yeah, you get one of these.
What is that?
It's just a pen, but if you have one of these, like a couple of my neighborhood places give these away for free, so it's got a stylus built in on the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you had those, I seem to be getting a lot of those recently. So, like, I can let you have one of those. But
It might lose the stylus on the way.
it might lose the stylus on the way, and probably some of the chrome. I don't know if you could tell it well enough or not on that one, but that one's actually green.
Yeah, no, I couldn't tell.
Okay, that's just the way the situation is. Like, you can't tell that's silver. It just looks like a black. Oh, this is censored. You can't see this. Yep, censored. It's a sensor bar, so that plane is. Yeah. Why is it? This one's trying to fly away. There we go.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, okay, it was a pretty good show. Lasted 3.5 hours, which means I guess we should probably stop.
Yeah, I think so. All right. Well, you guys take it easy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have a good one. Get those airplanes flying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And no thunderstorms.
And no thunderstorms.